can go now?
You can go now.
I'm leaving that
Awesome. From where we last left off, the Roland faction of the Empyrean, a group of mercenaries, blah blah. Okay. The Roland faction of the Empyrean had just successfully cleared the ruins of Danis Acheron, after being betrayed by an individual claiming to be of noble purposes. Who ultimately turned out to be a relatively high-ranking necromancer from Stygian, who summoned an army of the undead as your payment for giving him a relatively valuable piece.
Oh, he's a dick-ass bard.
Yeah, he's a dick-ass.
Okay.
Well, what? Who else is supposed to come?
You survived.
Oh.
Did you get my message?
Yes.
What did you hear?
No.
You weren't there. What? Does she look anything like her? Wait, hold on. Oh, no,
They both have
long hair. No, I didn't see her in the corner. I was like,
I
hey,
have long hair, dude.
The team effectively waited for their time limit to go up and then to be teleported back to Roland. The various individual actions ensued. Amazari Telemiri, along with Bartholomew, summoned, decided to complete one of the summoning circles that they discovered in an interdimensional passageway within one of the buildings of their ruins themselves. This resulted in the summoning of an individual known as Belial, the Marquis of Darkness, a relatively high-ranking official in Hell. For the price of their blood, both of them, they were granted relatively simplistic wishes, as well as a hint of information of certain individuals' pasts. And ancestors' pasts. Meanwhile, while the rest of the party just ensues in various forms of tomfoolery, you wanted to do something.
I thought we were going to do the email, though.
Can't in the end.
Okay.
Because I couldn't adjudicate that over email, because I really tried, but I was like, can't get to computer. Anyway, use magic device or concentration check, whichever one's higher.
Concentration. Significantly.
Good.
That's 28.
Win! Okay. While all the tomfoolery ensues, Torture and Fistforge are within the temple area, I'm guessing, of Danis Acheron. Takes out the Sentinel's axe, the perfectly balanced adamantine axe, with that's been emblazoned with the symbols of various dwarven kingdoms of old and current, and closes his eyes and concentrates on it. I'm guessing you're in either crouching or sitting position.
I think he's probably just actually practicing, various strikes with his axe.
Okay, you're practicing various strikes with your axe. At one point, you feel a faint humming from the axe itself that reverberates through your entire body. It crawls up your arm and all of a sudden hits you dead in the head. Everything goes black. Everything goes black. You find yourself standing in a relatively dark room. You feel you have proper proprioception. You know you can move your arms and legs. You can see your arms. Dark vision. And all of a sudden there is a spectral spectral figure of a man appears in front of you. He appears to be wearing long flowing robes, has a cleanly shaven face, but has long, unkept, solid silver hair. He looks at you curiously.
Human or?
He's human. Completely human. He looks at you curiously. Points a finger. You're not Sentinel.
No, King Torture and Fistforger of Black Mountain. And you are?
I'm Corinthus, High Wizard of Albion. Or was High Wizard of Albion. Now, if you can I'm not sure whether or not you killed the man, Sentinel, but if you can't tell, I'm the spirit of the axe.
Oh, really? That's interesting. So what is it, the real Sentinel, then?
That was the real Sentinel. Granted, I just call him Sentinel. It doesn't really make a difference.
We had 10 Sentinels back in Black Mountain alone, so...
Okay. Black Mountain. It's one of the ancient dwarven kingdoms.
Yeah, one of Ibrahar's 7.
Huh?
One of Ibrahar's 7.
Are you by any chance that you're the king of it currently?
Yes.
Currently. I hope you're alive, and I hope you're not contacting me from beyond the grave, because I can help you then. You have Sentinel's axe.
Yes, he gave it to me.
Sentinel giving an axe. Granted, I haven't talked to the man in 120 years, so very well then. As the owner of the axe, I feel entitled to let you know that I am current, thus Grand Mage of Albion. I even have a town named after me. I'm not sure if it still exists to this day. It is known as Corinthians. Relatively beautiful port city if you ever feel like visiting sometime, regardless of the situation. What can I do for you, good friend?
Well, where am I right now?
You're in the axe. Well, your conscience is in the axe. Probably to the outside world, based off my superior intellect, it would appear that you have entered a catatonic state. You're probably foaming at the mouth. I hope someone at this time hold on, I'll get to you, please. I hope someone has turned you over the side and you're not choking.
I'm probably on my own, actually. Mind if you send me back for a moment so I can fix that?
Very well. You are foaming at the mouth. Everybody else is engaging in tomfoolery everywhere else. You are not on your side. You turn over, right?
And make sure my beard is clean.
You turn over. You clean up your beard. You turn over. Act like you're sleeping. It will close you the axe. You close your eyes. Boom, you're back. Oh.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Once again, should you have wandered into the grave at that moment, it would be a very difficult. Well, let's just say I'd finally have company after all these years, considering your conscience would be trapped here. So, what can I do for you?
So, apparently I'm not, stuck here. That's the first thing I would have asked you to do for me, I suppose.
You're good. Don't worry, King. So, what could a great king of Black Mountain ask of a humble mage such as myself?
Well, currently I've been forced to leave my kingdom by invaders. If you could contribute any help in getting it back, I'd greatly appreciate that.
I am a battle mage. You have all the help you need. I have access to magic. Do you? I didn't know you're a warrior. You're a warrior. You have access to magic now. Congratulations. I give you my access to magic. The deal is, you must tap into me with the right amount of focus and concentration in order to use my powers.
So you are offering to help?
Oh, happily. You have the axe. There's not much other problems aside from, you do anything morally wrong, morally disturbing or disgusting, and I'm shutting myself off to you.
Well, that shouldn't be.
You slaughter someone innocent. You attack someone who's unarmed. If it's an undead, I could care less. I'll happily fireball that little current thing. But if you attack someone unarmed, I'm not going to help you. If you slaughter the innocent, I'm not going to help you.
Well, obviously.
But I assume you being a noble, a dwarf of the noble kingdom of Black Mountain, you must be a good fellow. So
Right, that's not a problem. What about, I try to avoid, distasteful things like, attacking people who are unaware but who are enemies and stuff like that. What is your take on, other dishonorable rather than immoral type things?
I can tell when people have hostile intentions towards you. All you need to do is ask.
Ask.
No?
How do I ask?
You ask me mentally. For now, at this moment, my friend, King Torchman, our minds are interconnected. If you want to tap into me, you do not need to speak anything, you just need to think it. Which means I can read all your thoughts effectively. But you can't read mine. It doesn't really matter. I don't have much thoughts outside of this existence of mine. Regardless of scenario, should you feel that you need some assistance or power, you're fully welcome to utilize my capabilities. And please do not utilize me or the axe to cut chains again.
Oh, you mean the gate?
Yeah.
Well,
please.
things better adamantium. This is what it's for. Other than decorating broken halls and whatnot.
Oh, please don't. They're meant to slay people. This axe itself, and I was put into it to assist in the slaying of people. I'm a battle mage. It's what I do. If you really wanted, you could have tapped into me then. Regardless of the situation. Now that you are aware of the scenarios, please do not use me for anything distasteful, and please respect me.
Right.
Consider me as a partner.
That's what she said.
On the other hand, though, I don't usually, use axes. It's sort of against my, not quite honor, but it's not something that I should do as, sort of, disciple of Ashcantor, the great hero of Black Mountain. I try to use, fountains, big curved, great swords.
I know weapons, don't worry.
Right. Well, you are a mage, you said.
Yes, but don't worry, I am familiar with weapons. I'm a battle mage. We have fought with magic weapons before. Oh, you want to change the shape of the axe, I'm guessing?
Yes, if possible.
That's easily done. What is it? Falchion, right? Curved blade about yay high, and he makes all the measurements and everything.
Well, exactly like this. I give them like specifications. Like one particular culture I used to be quite fond of.
He materializes a falchion in front of you, spectral as it is. Like this, right?
Well, change this there and
Yeah, and you adjust various aspects of his society. He's like, oh, that's easy. I can easily do that. However, I cannot, should you want a long spear, I cannot make this weapon into a long spear.
Well, that's alright. I've never used
Just letting you know, I'm not gonna create a rancier for you. I do not have. There's no material component that I can spontaneously generate out the wazoo. But I can make the axe into the falchion. So the axe at the center becomes the falchion of the King of Black Mountain.
Morphic weapon of the King of
How
Black
do you
Mountain.
join this? Very well, King Torchwind Fist Forger. I look forward to the tasks at hand. Whenever you need me, feel free to contact. And you're also welcome to tap into my knowledge.
Right, thank you. If you serve me well, I'll give you a place of honor alongside other national treasures in Black Mountain.
That'd be appreciated. Granted, it doesn't really matter what my ranking is. I recommend that I be kept at your side at all times, just in case. Every now and then, I might be able to perceive stuff that you cannot. Till then, King. Till then, Torch.
Sure.
He vanishes. You materialize. The axe starts glowing. You get up and hold it, and it transforms into a falchion. All the emblems of the famous dwarf kingdoms are now all over the guard and the handle itself.
Perfect replica of the
Blade,
Cantor's sword.
The blade itself, though, is a dark green metal, much like that of adamantine. It has a sheen to it. It's perfectly balanced. I'm guessing you have falchion already, right?
Yeah.
It's betterly balanced. It's significantly more finely crafted than your falchion.
I
And
slice
like-
the old falchion in half with milk.
Yeah. You hold that one falchion, you hold the other. Like butter. It doesn't
Like
even,
butter.
like a hot knife through butter. It does not even stop once. So when you're finished. At the end of that, and after all this tomfoolery, you are all withdrawn back. Pause. What were you asking me before, Lizzie?
I was just saying rabies. Because you said you were like foaming up the mouth.
Okay, gotcha. You were all pulled back into the shack located outside of the
Wait,
Cinder
everyone?
Huh? Everyone.
Oh, okay.
Everyone is pulled back into the shack outside of Rowan. At this point, you realize that the room that you had entered before is a little different than the it has been changed up. There's been additional furniture added. It's been relatively cleaned up, and now there are two bodies strapped to the tables. Two tables on opposite ends. One is that of what appears to be a woman that's undead, and the other one is not.
Oh, God.
What species?
Good lord.
The Smurf Neblin
Dear
walks up.
God.
Yes. Did you? Oh, well, you're back. And 1, 2,
Did we interrupt
3,
something?
4, 5. Oh, no, not yet. Don't worry. Thank God you said 12 hours. If you had said 13 or 14, well,
Okay, let's spare us the details.
for the week of Constitution, I
They
understand.
said one
That's
day.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
But
7, 8.
semantics.
You all survived.
You expected otherwise? You hired me in pirate.
I'm
are
not
you
sure
guys?
how what
We're
it is like,
stuck.
with these mercenary types such as yourselves. I personally thought that a few of you would end up killing each other and taking their share of the money. But whatever the case.
Believe me,
But whatever the case. By any chance, did you come across a sword piece?
We found nothing.
We did.
Schrodinger's sword
Did you now?
Yes.
Yes, but a foul necromancer came and tricked us, taking it for himself and sending an army of undead after us.
You can probably find him in Sigyn.
He looks at you. Wait. What?
What?
That was my
Probably no.
that was my response too. It seemed kind of random, I know.
He tricked you, and that you got tricked by. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, and you can tell myself that I have some necromantic capabilities. And we exude an aura of discomfort, and most people aren't, happy with us being around. Couldn't you tell that a blasted necromancer was there?
he seemed like a really nice guy.
Well, I like your old man.
Well, what?
What?
What bearded old man?
What did he wear?
White robes.
As I said, you probably know.
Oh, okay. Very well then. I guess I'm gonna have to send something to Koyas. about the current predicament. Oh, okay then. Well, regardless, you all arrived here in one piece, and I'm assuming that you cleared, for the most part, what sentient existences there were that could be difficult, that could be a threat to living there. I believe the promise was 5,000 gold, correct?
You didn't specify a quantity.
The letter should have.
The letter, it did. I think it was, but
It was 5,000 per.
Very well then. Please line up. You know what? I want to see if it works. He walks over to the new undead, unlatches it. Hey, you, get up and go get him the gold. The undead lurches over. It looks at you all with dead eyes. It's an undead funeral, still clothed. Walks over to a vault and begins trying to open it up. Its hand falls off.
better quality material.
I know, but you know how difficult it is to randomly just drag a body down an alleyway? It's not that easy. You think it is,
Good
but
lord.
those merchant princes know how to accomplish good work, and none of them want to sell me the bodies of whoever else they decided to kill, or their various family members they decide to have eliminated.
Where's the team
So
card?
it's kind of difficult to. Whatever the
Pimpin'
case.
ain't easy.
You get back on the table. Perhaps you're useful in another dimension. He goes over to
Dimension.
he goes over to the safe itself, unlocks it, pulls out bags of money, and lays each at your feet. Remember, he's relatively short than you all. It's 5,000 gold for all of you, as promised. You all have a day
You're
off.
so
I believe.
shady.
I recommend that you come back your next day if you can still want to get paid. And personally, it would be appreciated because we still have one last property we need you to clear. Details of this property shall arrive to you by tomorrow night. Please have a great day, and thank you for your services and patronage.
I checked to make sure the bag isn't full of bones or something like that.
It's full of gold. The funny thing is, it's not even sticking gold. It is nicely minted
Matt, high five.
Baronese gold. It's finely minted Baronese gold. He now says, "Now, please, can you all leave? I have some." His eyes wander from each to the two. I have some business I'd like to attend to.
Yes, we'll be leaving now.
All right, thank you. Tell your friends about the Empyrean.
Have a great day.
You too.
You all leave?
Yeah.
Okay, you all leave the
I
shack
love you guys.
and march outwards and go to the Empyrean at night. Upon arriving, Cinder appears to have pulled out all the stops. There is a nice red carpet stretching
Wow.
from the entranceways of the castle, the fortifications themselves. It shoots out. Various young members are running about with trays and food. One of them looks at you and says, "Oh, you're all here. Perfect timing. Please all get dressed and assemble at the dining room, please." And then he runs off. You all do such, I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
That's it.
Awesome. You all do such and arrive at the dining table themselves, at the dining room themselves. And as you had assumed, apparently, Cinder, the one who you assumed to have orchestrated this brilliant display of courtesy, isn't there. Instead, at the head of the table, instead at the head of the dining table itself, dressed in what appears to be nicely detailed, finely tailored and crafted silk robes gilded with gold, appears to be a tiefling. He has solid ruby blush skin, two horns that curve back and flick over, exactly mimicking the pattern of his thick black hair. He's cleanly shaven, and he wears a fair amount of rings on his fingers. He looks at you. "Oh, so you're the ruling faction of the Empyrean. I haven't visited this place in quite some time. My name is Sorella Medici. I hope perhaps some of you have heard of me, of the Medici family, and I'm your benefactor. I apologize for the lack of presence of Cinder. He is out attending to various things that he must get done. But I'll be the host for the night, and I believe that you all had a mission of some sort. Can you please all update me? It would be much appreciated. Please take a seat. I made sure that there'd be much of a celebration when you all returned safely. And should have one of you have died in the process, there would have kept the celebration. Regardless, how are you all today?
I proudly show him the marks on my arm.
I'm terribly sorry. I have absolutely no idea where you have gotten that from.
From Marquis of Darkness himself.
I feel like we should check
He says,
Check the what?
check notes.
Anything
yes,
other
I have
benefactor?
nothing against you. Absolutely nothing. In fact,
We don't know.
he rolls up his own sleeve and shows several marks that he assembled. It's okay. It's just, don't delve into these matters too much. You don't want us to get kicked out of the material plane and sent back to hell, do you? We can't really survive with our fellow devils. So please, introduce yourselves, everyone, and update me on the current situation.
Alright, I guess let's try to take a seat near him.
Okay, yeah. You know, if effectively he's sitting here. And meanwhile, the CL guards are serving various entrees of food. Very finely cooked. The aroma is thick and heavy, spiced. It's some of which dishes are spiced, some of which are just really well made. It's really high quality food, and you're wondering how much all of this is actually costing.
Good eat.
But he doesn't seem to care, and he's treating it like it's absolutely nothing. For you guys who've just come back from ruins, this is a really pleasant.
Her with not to touch meat again.
Huh?
Zarya's completely forgotten her promise not to touch meat
Yeah.
again.
So, starting with you, sir, dwarf. And please introduce yourself.
Right, well, I'm King Torsion Fistforger of Black Mountain.
Wait, you're King Torfin?
Fistforger of Black Mountain.
There.
One of the
Yes, the situation that Sakata had discussed with me before. In fact, speaking of which, there is a. What is it called? There's a letter for you, specifically you, and his eyes make direct contact with yours. On your next day, in regards to the situation at Black Mountain. My spies.
Oh, well, thank you for your service.
Oh, no problem. Sakata had updated me on the situation about half a year ago, and as such, I thought it fit to have some surveillance placed on the location itself. And you, little miss.
Have we met this guy before?
If you can perceive yourself to either be new or have been in the apartment for quite some time. If you have been in the apartment for quite some time, then yes, you have.
How long is
Otherwise,
quite some time?
Huh?
How long is quite some time?
a year.
A year?
Yeah, a little bit
Okay.
more than a
If
year.
I check motive, do I lose my introduction?
Yes.
Wait,
but-
How do you lose your introduction
He
for
introduced
sensing
himself
motive?
as Sorella Medici, and Sorella Medici is technically the head. Not the head, but he's the guy who pays for everything. He's the guy who funds the convent. But he is of the Medici family, which is the most well-known family in Baron, and also
You
he's
sound
the
like
heir.
this all the time. I'm confused by the son of the piece. That's the only thing.
It's because he's
Okay, well, nonetheless, I guess I'm still peeved about whatever happened before, so I'm just going to kind of look at him and be like, I'm Echo, and then just say nothing.
Okay, and you, good sir?
Hi. My name's Amstar, and I was the cleric of the party, and I died while I was there, but now I'm good.
You talk about that.
I'm good now.
It was remarkable.
Thanks for asking.
Sorella gives a hearty
Yeah,
chuckle
indeed.
as if
Red
he
energy
perceived it to
animated him, and he helped heal our enemies. But it's amazing.
Sorella gives a hearty chuckle in response and says, "Oh, you mercenaries and your shenanigans."
Oh.
And you,
I'm not going to.
wizard.
Amberclash, Bane. I don't believe we've met. I go up and shake his hand.
He doesn't seem to get up at all. He just puts out his hand like as if he's royalty to you.
Oh,
And you'd shake his hand?
yeah, sure.
Sir Medici, it is a pleasure, Monster Amberclash. I believe Sakata said that you're the intern?
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to study at Mage Tower in.
In the fall.
And your name's Bane Amberclash. And there's also a letter for you. At your nightstand. It
Thank
came
you.
from a man by the name of... What was his name? Aldor?
Oh. Alright, thank you.
I'm not familiar with that name. I'm not sure whether or not some fancy mage or high necromancer sticking it. Regardless, it seemed of relative importance and did shine with the glimmer of magic, so who knows?
All right. Thank you.
So where are you, like, handling our letters? Like, have underlings do that kind of thing for you?
Oh,
It's
I
already
do.
at the desk, at the room.
I do. I effectively had the underlings handle letters, but it's good to know what's going on within the guild itself. I help fund it all. Now, in regards to the letter that involving you specifically, that's something that I felt the need to handle myself.
Right.
Because it's it's a political concern as opposed to a letter of friendship or correspondence between allies or whatever. And you could say,
My name is Kilgros Balthazar, and I grew up in Chica's
he doesn't stand much like the deal with Bane Amberclash and says, okay, it's a pleasure to meet you, good sir. And you?
May I make a spot check to see if he's wearing any jewelry that I recognize?
Go for it.
He's wearing nothing.
Nope.
I'll still kiss his hand and introduce myself as Amatai Telematic.
You're Alessandra's daughter. Yeah, she's not going to know. I think it's best, right?
Naturally, sir.
Oh, no problem. Don't worry, I'm not going to speak any of this, and she can't read my mind. I've had myself trained to be able to deal with such intrusions. But tell me.
really? Where? That could be useful for a king.
Huh?
That could be useful for a king. Where did you learn?
Mages from the Child Needles themselves trained me. They established various spells that they have integrated in my mind themselves. We hired them, and just to make sure that they wouldn't ever attempt to utilize the mental weaknesses that or potentially do exist from inserting such fortifications in my mind, I had them killed.
Most people
Somewhat
think that,
distasteful, but
No, I apologize. My family's very protective of me, considering that I'm the only heir,
so I've heard.
legitimately. And you, good sir?
I'm going to take the seat directly across from Torfin.
Effectively, I think this is the sitting pattern.
Yeah, basically. And I'm just going to lounge a little bit, and I'm Bartholomew Emerson, and I have nothing to report.
Very well then. Tell me of your exploits in Adonis Aspheron, those ruins that Chorus had you clear.
There were trees in the ground. That's incredible. And we found this passageway.
I'm guessing you begin regaling him with tales of the door that's not supposed to be there. And he
Is that what happened?
It wouldn't fit there. That's how I got this.
So you've been traveling with demons then? Or devils or whatever.
Wait, do we remember the talk with the devils? The devil.
They had to talk. We didn't.
You
Wait,
weren't
but
there.
we
I don't think you were.
weren't
Weren't we there?
Yeah, we
Miranda
were
says
there, but we
hi.
were-
She just wanted to let you all know that. And
Okay.
she
Well,
won't
that
be
was
able to
nice.
Thank
You're
you.
on bar.
Everybody says hi back and that they love you, I assume.
Wait, wasn't the
You weren't there.
CEO.
we weren't there? But we were there.
I thought we were there. And then
We were there
we tried to-
shouting at them.
We were trying to stop them, weren't we?
We were right.
You all regale him with
Or do we
various-
not remember?
You all do.
We remember the talk, but we weren't there.
You all were there.
Okay, but we were plot
Yeah.
stuck. Okay.
Just like you were plot kills. Anyway.
No, the devil stopped time, had their conversation, and then it unstopped, and you're like,
And
oh.
then you just saw both of us bleeding there happily.
And
you
you
all
inferred.
regale Sir Medici
There you go.
with the various tales
Plot hole
and your
filled.
exploits in down Saffron. He kind of gets a little disappointed hearing that you guys weren't able to find complete the mission within
Demons or something, I guess.
his
We don't know
focus
that,
because
right?
the sword incident. But he doesn't
I
really
don't know
care much. Granted,
Ask Jim.
about the situation that you mentioned about including Echo and refusing to give a sword piece.
Wait, what the hell did
I
you
should
just say?
echo an icy stare.
This is what Pat did to
I
you.
know, I heard.
It was wonderful the role playing. Please.
I say
don't
20
misunderstand.
lashes. I say 20 lashes when you get back. I say 20 lashes.
80 lashes.
Why? Why?
I don't know.
Why are you like that?
'Cause we lost the
Remember
treasure.
Anyway,
Huh?
so at least with my plan, we wouldn't have been getting bones.
Well, we would have
I
tried.
don't think I even gave us the right number of boats.
What?
Just dishonest deal.
Okay,
Wizards can't kill.
the rest of
He's
the
a
night goes relatively-
whoa. Eva.
Okay, anyway. Anyway,
Her name is Amazari.
Amazari.
the rest of the night goes relatively undisturbed. Y'all do what y'all need to do and go to bed.
Hey, Jim,
Over
are you
this.
going to make the Ring of Sustenance still take a week to kick in?
Yeah, and I'm also gonna say no to it existing. 'Cause
Oh,
the
so
ring of
it just-
substance.
Just nope.
No.
Fortifying bedrolls.
What?
Sure.
You know what? That'll take. That can be done. The seal people, before reaching your rooms, the seal people, I'll ask if you would like anything, any orders sent to various blacksmiths and armor forgers. For anything, any specific details. Yes.
Well, I'll ask him two things. First thing is what?
You're asking this.
No, I'm talking to CL right now.
The seal people. Okay.
CL people. I want to ask two specific people to do two specific
Okay.
tasks.
First, going around. If you'd like any work done.
Well, I was going to talk to Sorello over dinner.
Okay.
Is that really possible?
Yes. Do you want anything done by the seal quickly?
What? Not particularly. Not
Okay.
that.
No problem.
Just some mugs delivered up to my room for that cake of corbin ale like Scott.
Okay. No problem. Echo, do you want the seal people to have any weapons forged for you or anything? Huh? Yes. Do you have anything? Okay. Thanks, Scott.
Okay. Well, no for the weapons. I do have a question. When I picked up that flaming sword, I was wondering if they would know anything about the appraisal cost of that.
No heavens no, sir. We don't deal with magic. We've one of them says, when you go to a wizard, perhaps you can get a good price on them.
Okay, thank you. But I'm not done yet, though. Wait, can I ask my second question? Or
Yes.
Okay. I would like to have a message sent to Artemis.
To Artemis.
You.
Artemis is coming back in a day's time.
Okay, I will talk to him then.
Very well then. Monsieur Amberclash.
Let's see it.
No blacksmithing needs to be done over here.
Okay then. And you?
Wait, are we like
Making a
Sense
request for any weapons.
Oh, just one.
Oh, just weapons.
Weapons and armor.
I got like a sense motive.
Okay.
Do I know you're lying?
So,
No, requests. Dueling cane.
a what?
Dueling cane.
Always tells the truth.
The seal whisper amongst them just, what is it? It's a dueling cane.
Dueling
I think
cane.
it's a fancy man's weapon. He wants a fancy man's weapon. But where the hell are we supposed to get a dueling cane? We'll just go to the blacksmiths and ask them.
And
You might want to try carpenter instead.
if you, yeah. Anyway, if you can find me somebody who can make dueling canes,
Can you explain to me how one looks? One of the seal.
cane-shaped object, sort of like Rapunzel out.
You want a stick? You want a wooden sword?
Stone inserts.
It's just a +1.
Stone inserts along the edge so it can be used as a bludgeoning
Do you
weapon.
want a club?
Look, it's very simple, sir. We had some along before. It wasn't an ordinary cane, but it has a secret, dagger at the end. A bit dishonorable, but
No, not even a dagger, just
What?
inserts, a bludgeoning.
Um,
A dueling cane.
Roll
Come on,
knowledge
there has to be
weapon.
Somebody in the city who's heard of dueling cane before.
CL rolled a 17 knowledge weapon.
hold on.
Knowledge weapon.
You want the knowledge weapons?
I play CL.
Wait, guys,
We
what's a
can
great
find
sword?
someone who perhaps can make dueling canes for you.
Maybe I'll just go and visit somebody myself.
I'll help you. I'm
We're
sure. I can
sorry,
make
sir.
Okay. Well, maybe my next request is a little bit more mundane, so maybe
Okay.
you can help me with that. I want you to take my studded leather armor to somebody who deals with leather armor and have them install spikes on it.
Would you also start upgrading your chainmail?
Okay. That can be easily done. They take your solo armor and they run off with all the various requests. At this moment, I'd like to take a 5-minute break. Thank you.
Good lord.
Gotcha, bro.
But I'm playing a CL.
You're playing CL?
You're a bitch.
The CL are the most powerful military in the history of the world.
Armor spikes.
We only listen to Sorello. We only listen to Sorello because he pays the bills.
Best thing ever.
At least in case
Do
of everything.
Everything. Look at us.
Everything,
Do you
even the
know-
missions.
Do you know what would happen to the infrastructure if we disappeared? You'd all die because none of you can cook, none of you can clean.
What's the critical?
Oh, sorry.
We're going on
Okay.
strike.
Yeah, strike.
And quickly,
Let's read through the letter. Yeah.
It's addressed Sir Bane Amberclash. You open up the letter. Upon opening up, you feel the tinge of magic.
Ooh, no.
Do you continue?
I cast. Do I have that shit
Do you have
prepared?
Arcane Sight?
That's like 7th level.
No,
I
not
cast-
Arcane Sight. Arcane Sight Greater is.
I cast Detect Magic on it.
It's magic.
What kind of aura does it have?
Huh?
Does it have
Evocation.
Evocation. Okay then. I
Don't read it.
guess I'm gonna prepare. What the hell am I gonna do about this? Do I know if do explosive runes count if you look at it through a mirror?
No, they don't.
Okay, I take out my. Okay, I look at it through my mirror.
Okay. You try to read it backwards, and if you don't see any explosive runes on it, actually, and when you read it, it's just a letter of recommendation from Aldor.
He's my hero.
For my first excursion with Dan Amberclash, I was able to ascertain that he is a skilled and talented wizard of great caliber and extreme promise. As High Necromancer of Stygian, as well as a graduate from the Tower of Minos, while specializing in conjuration, I completely and utterly recommend him to enroll as a student within this fine establishment. I feel as if he will be a great contribution to Mage Society and all of her else.
I feel glad and confused. I also.
You look at the envelope and you realize there's explosive rune on it.
He's still looking in the mirror.
Yeah, I know that.
But the envelope, he wasn't.
I close the envelope and keep it in my pack.
One day this will help. And you keep it in your pack. You slide in and you're good. Torchman, you open up the letter that Sorella had.
But what about talking to Sorella?
Okay, speak quickly.
Alright, I just like to go over there and try to convince Sorella that the Medici family should try to invest in Black Mountain and give them profitable trade deals in the future and so on. So they're
Oh, that can be easily done. No problem. And if we are successfully able to reclaim Black Mountain, I will happily open up would you prefer an embassy or trading stall?
Diplomats can't be trusted, so I prefer just, solid trading routes to be established.
Solid trading routes can be established, and if you wish, we can, instead of having, from what Miss Spies have been telling me, you do not have proper paths. You have simple dirt paths. We can have them paid for free.
For
That would be
free?
greatly
For
appreciated.
free.
Can I get waffle fries too?
Can you get fries with that?
Anyway, anything else you'd like to discuss?
No, not for now.
No problem. And please have a wonderful night. You retire,
Wonderful night.
You lounge in your nice, fancy little bed, open up your letter, and start reading it. On top it says addressed to Sorella Medici. It says regarding Black Mountain on the bottom, and stamped is what appears to be an elegantly drawn white fox. Well, it's a fox, not colored in at all.
Do I recognize that as anyone's insignia or
The
anything?
white fox's spy. They do information exchange. You open up the letter and start reading it, and it starts off from. Along with the letter comes a card. You look at the card for a moment. Roll a concentration check.
That's 36.
All of a sudden, it's a solid black card with a dark brown border.
I'm just gonna
The black image inside of it starts to swirl a little bit, and it shows you Black Mountain itself. It zooms in during daytime. It goes through. Walls have been remodeled.
Ooh.
The buildings themselves have, some of which have been destroyed, some of which have been completely eliminated, some of which just stand ruins. Going along with the whole destroyed aspect. There doesn't appear to be a single dwarf about. Instead of running around wildly, jumping from rooftop to rooftop of buildings, once again, everything's redecorated and organized, are only. Many of which are unarmored, some of which are armored. It goes through as if someone this was being carried by some individual, and literally goes through and shows you the current situation firsthand. And then at one point, it stops, looks around, makes sure nothing's following, points out various other details. You, as you're doing such, you hear the letter beginning to whisper to you, and it's narrating in a man's voice, going, "Okay, and as you can see here, it would appear that the owner completely remodeled Black Mountain themselves. The architecture is very hellish and demonic,
It's a documentary.
which is unusual right off the bat because I don't think Dinas even have.
And then it just like cuts him on a chair.
It's really weird. And something doesn't really seem to add up with the whole situation. It's, if I remember correctly, in what they were and as the letters being as you're hearing the voices, there's a blue light that is scrolling on each letter of the each
And then we cut, and
symbol
we
of the
come
letter
back. It's
itself.
like,
It's written in some sort of code.
the only they
Oh,
found
okay.
it. They're on the
They do have the ability of organizing this basically. Well,
Tell my
for
wife I love her.
the whole thing kind of, the card kind of, or the view, the card kind of moves, shifts a little bit, looks around. Okay, let's go check what's going on in the main citadel itself of Black Mountain. He just strolls up, he passes a bunch of Oni, he bumps into one of them, the thing shakes, he turns to the Oni just glares at him, curses at him in Abyssal, and just continues walking away.
Can we hear this watching him?
Yeah, you just hear whisper noise. And I guess
If
I
I
think
pick up an abyssal curse, I'm going to come over and look.
Wait, what are you guys doing in my room?
Wait, you guys are sharing a bed?
Meanwhile, while this is occurring, Bazar Tommy is going, just looking at the card, going with eyes wide. You understood the Abyssal curse. Effectively, it's the equivalent of son of a, but it's a devil instead. Continues going on, and after that whole bumping situation, the spy or whoever is recording this starts chuckling. Oh my god, that was a close one. All these guys are idiots. They can't tell that I'm not an idiot. He goes on. He goes straight into the main citadel. It's themselves. He's like, you know, I wonder. The car turns, walks all the way down, few flights of stairs, down a bunch of hallways, passes a bunch of Oni. He walks right past Oni guards into the treasury.
That's how much salt.
Oh my god, was it that easy?
A fuck ton of salt.
Yes, it was.
Does the treasure look mostly intact?
It looks intact.
Including the national
That's what he
treasures?
mentions. She begins, he sees finger wander to thick leather glove hand. He begins counting as if he's counting things up. And you see red numbers floating over. He's using magic to add up how much worth is in this room. Yeah, that's exactly as we had reported was present upon being conquered. Nothing's legitimately taken. He leans over, just takes the coin piece, stuff this. Pockets it, walks it.
Identify who this guy is.
No, he doesn't show his face at all. But at one point though, he does appear to pass an mainly carved mirror, and in which you just see an Oni's head just walking by. And it looks really much like an Oni. You're not sure whether or not this is an illusion he cast, or some sort of really good disguise or costume. He walks in straight up to the throne room. But right before he legitimately enters, he says, okay, gotta fix this a little bit. His hand wanders flail photo. He's casting magic. You automatically identify this as something like invisibility. His hand vanishes. Okay, let's check this out. Sitting on the throne, on your throne, is a relatively large Oni dressed in silver armor.
The guy I saw before?
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
the
dragon shape, yeah.
with the dragon-shaped helmet. He is holding in one hand what appears to be a sharp, hellish-looking scepter. You can recognize the metal as it being cold iron itself. And sheaths right beside him is a long sword, and several daggers running across the armor itself. The armor, it's you have craft armor, right?
Yes.
Make a check right now.
26.
It's not crafted ornately. If anything, this armor it's completely lacking in being embossed and glittered and dusted off it like it should be. But it's extremely efficient. It looks like layers of iron that have been smelted, folded over, and carved beautifully. Also, I've got more at the spy stops. You know, I just realized something. No one said a single word the moment I entered, and there are people all about me. He gestures at them. And as he gestures at the people with the card, everybody in the card is staring. He looks straight up at the silver guy, who's just stood up and draws his sword in their hand. Oh, He just curses and then starts running out. Okay, and then says, "That transmission."
He's shaking the camera like an idiot. It's like, oh my
And
god.
at that point, the light stops. The light, the
Oh
font
my god, it's
ends,
Cloverfield
and there's a swirl.
I'm so good at this,
resumes.
guys.
There appears to be no name
How
as
they
to
must
who
have been
had
using a
successfully delivered the two aside from the imprint of the left box. That's all. Now, the night.
Play it again,
Everybody sleeps.
just in case you didn't get all of it.
For the most part.
The card and everything that was on the letter. So the
Huh?
letter, there's nothing else in the letter than
No.
this stuff.
Nothing else. Everything was spoken to by
Right.
magic. I'm sorry, you're sleeping. And I'm sorry, the individual who actually believes in dreams, right?
The individual.
I'm not sure if Thomas ever dreamed or not.
Good lord.
Okay.
I know
I'm
Thomas
sorry.
never did.
I'm sorry. You dream of
No
yourself
dreams. I can't.
standing on a
Oh,
huge
Never
throne,
mind.
decadently jeweled. Everybody in the empire bowing down to you, treating you as if you're some sort of queen. You laugh at them and fire an eldritch blast, which turns into rolling orange flames. They swirl around for a moment, and all of a sudden materialize. Takes the flames explode outwards, taking over the whole your dream vision completely. The whole field of vision is taken over by flame. At one point, they begin isolating themselves, molding themselves into various shapes, and differentiating themselves into shocks of color. Being completely carved. And you see a beautifully set up lavish merchant party. You have absolutely no idea where this is. People are being waited about. Other individuals are walking in. You see this beautiful, darkly dressed Muna in a very revealing outfit. Walk past, walking right behind her is what appears you can sense magic from her. Appears to be some sort of wizard or caster or mage of some kind wearing a nice red dress. Behind them is
Save to believe.
a sense of magic from this man, but you have no idea who this man is. He just appears to dress very nicely like a prince, practically. He's human. Knowledgeability. I'm not gonna let you make that check because you're dreaming. Just for that reason.
When you're dreaming, you get really dark.
I'm right, following right behind, and they're all leaving. Following right behind is a man dressed as best as he can. He doesn't seem to be He doesn't seem to be a trendsetter of any kind. Does not seem to be
He's amazing.
used to this type of luxurious life. He just walks
This
behind.
guy's amazing.
And as he does so, he's carrying a shield that he drops in the end in front.
He's amazing.
They all march out.
That's the best
He
character.
hands and goes towards a lone woman who you recognize immediately. This dark brown hair that seems almost black. Glowing blue eyes. She's decadently jeweled to the maximum. It's Amazare. And also known as Alessandra Telemede. She's sitting at a table.
I'm surprised she doesn't have her head off with her.
She nods her head several times, gestures at the man in front of her, just common merchant prince, nothing of importance. At one point, she slams her hand down, and you can practically tell that obviously a deal is not being struck. The man kind of gestures and just walks away and runs off. The waiter comes to her, offers her something to drink. She takes the glass, sips drinks all the alcohol, and slams it back onto the platter itself. And as she does so, hits the glass like very soft, and just the man walks away. She's approached by a figure, and at this point, you're seeing from behind the figure, straight at Amazon. Straight at Alessandra. A figure approaches her. He appears to be wearing deep red robes, some sort of vest of some kind, ornately patterned in gold and black. He's tight-lipped, as you see, the edge of a horn, and it's gilded. She looks up, and at this point, you can hear Alessandra's voice, and she's shocked. That's something your mother isn't normally. She's shocked, because then all of a sudden you hear her whisper, Ambien? And you hear deep, powerful voice respond, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. You snap awake. Everybody else in the guild falls asleep. Fast asleep, comfortable. Yeah. That's the night for you. I don't get to. You too.
Yeah, CL time. Oh, never mind.
You're terrible. You both feel the tinge of magic.
Wait, who? Me and this
Both
guy?
of you, because you're both magic sensitive and you have high in skull. You both feel a tinge of magic. and it snaps you awake in the middle of the night. You both simultaneously get up from your beds across the room.
Hey,
Wait, we're in the same room, right?
It's one gigantic room with several beds spread across.
hey, Kelgross.
You felt it too, right?
Spellcraft, you know what it is?
Huh?
Spell.
Okay.
Oh. 31.
It's a form of teleportation.
Oh, fuck. I cast, Oh, wait, I didn't get that spell yet. God damn it.
Counterspell it.
Oh, right.
You know,
Does it feel like I can, dispel it?
No, it was really relatively far. Somewhere, it's somewhere in the Empyrean, but you have to be relatively close to dispel it.
So
It's not in this room.
So the source of teleportation is affecting us?
No, someone teleported in. That's what you can feel.
Someone
Or something.
Someone or something is in this building. Shit.
I see him panic, so I'm gonna grab my weapon.
You grab your weapon. Do you don your armor hastily?
Alright.
By the way, are we here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait, seeing what he does.
Alright,
He's a wizard. He walks out in his PJs and says, "Let's go."
Spellbook.
Spellbook. What about it?
Bring your spellbook.
It's in the thing.
Yeah.
The what?
Still putting sharp objects in it? Amberclash?
No, not completely sharp objects.
What are you doing?
I think we're going to investigate. Okay, let's investigate.
Are you gonna wake up everyone?
Not yet. We don't know. Does one normally feel this, or like only for like extremely powerful things?
It's not extremely powerful. If anything, it's relatively low, like average mage teleportation.
Average mage teleportation. So this guy's a scrub. We can.
I'll just grab my bow then.
All right, Kelgrass. You think we should wake? We think we should wake everyone up or investigate first?
Let's investigate first.
All right, let's do this.
You guys sneak out.
You
Hide and
and
move silently, I'm guessing?
and he goes and he's gonna.
Yeah.
lead
He's
the-
gonna tank. He's gonna leave the aggro, gotcha.
I'll go first.
Okay, roll it. Are you gonna hide and move silently, or are you just gonna literally walk down the halls with your bow ready?
I'm gonna obviously hide and walk silently.
I'm going to try to hide and move silently.
Gotcha. Roll
I'm
it.
going to fail
Wait,
it.
do I have to roll both? Hide and move
Hide
silently?
and then move silently. First time you hide, scores go.
Hide.
4.
How'd you hide, bro?
23.
That was hide?
Yep.
You're completely silent. Dang. It's not terrible. It's just you're tired and you seem kind of pissed that someone woke you up. So
If
for the
you
most
keep
part,
walking like
everybody else in their guild halls could care less about you stopping. No, babe. You get to feel that
if you
bad.
keep walking like this,
Hide.
11.
You
Do you want to just roll this?
do it as best you can. The Empyrean is
Yeah.
dimly lit at the moment.
34.
He got a 34.
Kilgrass is gone. You don't know where the but you hear his voice saying, "Don't worry, I'm here, bro." I'm
I
here."
do?
Yeah.
Does he actually say that?
But well, your choice.
It's alright, I'm here.
Kilgrass is just gone. You don't know where he is. He just vanished from view. You're hoping he's probably somewhere around here. But yeah. You guys go through the various hallways of the Empyrean looking for anyone out of the ordinary. You see the occasional CL guard sleeping on the job, and you slam on the desk and wake him up. He's like, "Yes, sir."
See anything suspicious?
Just think someone came in through the front door.
Any ID?
Yeah, no. It was dark. I'm sorry, sir. It was a big guy.
Big guy, wearing, what was he wearing? What did he look like?
He was wearing cloak and...
Which direction did you
Ah,
go?
fuck, we gotta make everyone up.
Wait, which direction did you go?
Oh, he went upstairs.
Alright.
Sorry, I'm new to this job. I don't know what's upstairs.
All right,
Dane, I'll go upstairs to investigate. You wake everyone else up.
gotcha. All right, you come along. Help me wake everyone else up. We got an intruder.
Yes, sir.
Wait, who's investigating and who's...
Me.
He's investigating. We're waking people up.
Alright, so I'm going to walk up the stairs silently.
You walk up... Okay, I'm going to narrate you. I'm going to narrate you.
All right, gotcha.
Okay. You wake everybody up. Everybody gets...
First person to open the door gets Eldritch Blast aimed at
The
them.
moment the door opens, you instinctively fire an Eldritch Blast. You draw your weapons, and Torchman, all of a sudden, without even bringing his blade to him, the blade materializes in his hand.
I put it back away.
Look, come. There's an intruder. Oh wait, it's does he belong to you? He's magic. I sense magic. You hear Corinthus' voice in your head.
Who's he pointing at?
Sorry, you feel the mental jab pointing at Bane and Amberclash. Is he magic?
Oh, he's a friend of mine.
He's a friend of yours. Sorry about that. He dematerializes and rematerializes over there. Oh yeah, if you can't tell, I can do that now.
Wait,
Just
do
like
I
that.
see him too?
Yeah, you see the blade materialize into Torchman's hand,
Mm.
and then dematerialize back.
Nice axe.
No, it's not nice. It's a scimitar. I'm
Nice
just sorry.
scimitar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Falchion.
Sorry.
Next Falchion.
Anyway,
That axe.
you instinctively ready an Eldritch Blast, but you realize it's Bane. Do you
Whoa. Calm down. I'm friendly.
It probably hits the door frame, but I did.
Yeah, it's a door frame.
Okay, if there's a
Sorry,
hostile in
just
this
speak
room,
up.
just if you see any hostiles, just let me know, okay? Got a guy in a cloak.
You teleported in. Do you
Yeah, somehow teleported in.
And this is worth waking up in the middle of the night for?
I don't usually feel this unless it's hostiles.
Ah, very well. I assume you know what you're doing. Someone help me put on my armor? No, there's no time for that.
There's a crystal for that.
Kazari detects magic to find
We'll deal
traces.
with that
Did I
later.
actually get my armor
Yeah.
back?
You sense traces, but the deal is there's magic everywhere now. And especially in your room, there's only catch. So you really can't tell any
Roll
different
the
traces, especially you. You see magic shooting off the Torchman now all of a sudden for some reason. You see magic from Bane, and his arm is relatively large. You see the sword has an arm of its own. Yeah, Bartholomew exhibits some magic, but not that much. You can't really differentiate because you don't have any form of turning as the only cache. Yeah, I'm guessing you all get ready as best you can with weapons and just charge out. You don't have armor.
No, because
I remain in the optimal non-combat zone.
You
Okay,
use my
charge
tank
out.
shirt, I'm just
No, I
wrapped
don't
up
need
in
armor.
silk.
Okay, you just wrap your silk pajamas on, tighten them, and just run out. You all march out. Amskarn wakes up by all the ruckus, walks up,
Rackets.
looks around. I'm guessing you automatically assume what's going on.
What?
Amskarn, I'm guessing you automatically assume that something's wrong. And everybody's just like carrying
Did
weapons.
he feel it either?
Huh?
No, I do have magic. I didn't? Oh, okay.
He didn't.
He's divine magic, so.
Well, I mean, is anyone, like, nearby I can ask? Like, I'm really paranoid about undead again.
No.
Undead, not again! No, not here, not here!
Wait a minute. Is my letter still in my pack?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That would have been terrible.
If you just had the letter teleport
This is
out.
actually gonna get worse. Anyway,
Okay.
you ready?
Yeah, well, I
You
get
don't
ready
have
because
your
I'm
armor
scared of undead.
You don't have your armor on.
I don't?
No, because it takes a long time.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I don't really need
You're wearing
it.
your pajamas.
That's fine.
Okay. You look around, everybody has their weapons. Do you go back and get your longsword, or you think you're good?
I'll get it, just in case.
You get your longsword and walk. You all march upstairs. Meanwhile, Kilgrass, you being secret agent man, sneak up the staircases completely undetected, not
Don't you
making
do
a
it.
single noise.
Don't you do it.
Look around, look to turn around.
We've heard this 1,000
Make a
times.
minute, go all the way up. Third floor, top floor,
Good Lord.
room. The door is slightly ajar.
The door is ajar. The door is ajar.
The door is ajar.
Then open.
What do you do? Do you just kick it in and whip out your boy and go shh?
I'm gonna first look through look in the small
Look for
opening.
the hole?
Yeah.
There's a man in a cloak unfurled, hair flowing out. It's Cinder. You can recognize him from the back. He's wearing he's a tall man, tall half elf, slightly pointing his hair flowing out, looking through the window.
Hold on.
holding something in his hands.
Hold
You're
on.
not there yet.
No, I have a question. You're saying he's a half-elf. I thought he was typing.
No,
No, that
Sakana's
was.
half-elf.
That's Sorrel.
Oh, it's Rel Sakana. Okay.
So,
Sorrel's got funds.
What do you do?
Wait, so what's happening?
you see Sikander, but you see the back of Sikander in his great cloak, great dark cloak. He's holding something up and seems to be polishing it. And he's staring off through the windows. What do you do?
I open the door and say, "Is there anything wrong, Lord Sakana?"
Does he speak to
The moment you open the door,
Not at
Sikander
all.
turns around and readies his knife
Not even
that he
a
appears to be
little
holding that he's been polishing. Oh. No. Oh, you scared me, Kilgras. Why do you have your weapon?
I'm sorry.
He readies his weapon. He's not wearing his heavy suit of armor. In fact, you see his heavy suit of armor is like nicely placed in a fancy case. Kilgras, what is this madness?
I felt a presence being teleported in,
I
and
teleported in.
I see.
Kilgras. Wait, you're in the same terrace as Bane, right?
Yes.
Where's Bane?
What?
Where's Bane?
leading a small
Bane
army?
is.
Bane is, all of a sudden at that moment, everybody charges in with weapons ready. And Sakana, you see Sakana standing there for a moment with the knife.
That Sikander's a spy.
He's standing there with the knife. He leans over to a rack of swords, draws out a sword. Okay.
Sorry.
I turn around and.
Sorry, just don't alarm us like that, okay?
I'm sorry
You're
about that.
telling me you woke me up at 3 in the morning.
Oh.
Wait, did she actually shoot me?
Did you shoot him? Shoot him?
I missed.
You missed. Okay.
Oh,
Alright, stop throwing those things around. It's not sulfur for a month.
calm down. The last time this happened, we were attacked.
Can I curse his pack open?
Can
No.
you? Well,
Or just the threads into shattering?
Threads don't shatter.
I mean, shatter affects any object of
Crystalline.
whatchamacallit, of it can. In
Any
the air,
rigid object.
something like
Can I
that.
just have the
Object
buttons on his pack shatter?
regardless of it says like regardless of composition or something.
No.
Damn it. I'm still going to curse the
Yeah, I know.
Don't misunderstand.
Okay, so this isn't some terrible coup, and I do not have to kill you.
Nope.
It's
Okay.
just a big misunderstanding.
Sorry about
Okay
that.
then.
I'll give you my report in the morning.
Okay then. She shoots the sword back in.
Wait,
Says
what was
back
he?
out.
Did I see what he was polishing?
Huh?
Did I see
Yeah, he's polishing a beautiful knife.
Oh, a knife.
It is,
okay.
it is not that ornate. The only thing that hits you is that the blade is a soft purple. It's literally colored purple. The metal is shimmering purple. Okay,
Can I identify what kind of metal that might be?
roll it.
Wait a minute. Kill.
Well, what kind of bro?
Wait, the guard said the robed man entered through the front door.
Yes, I did say
I've got a
that.
16, but should I be adding craft or appraised metal, or
But he teleported.
should I be adding craftsmith or appraised metal?
That's
There's another man.
metal.
Which one
Wait,
should I add?
Jib. Jib, what
Craft.
distance do you feel
That's
teleports coming in, I guess?
Huh?
What distance was it that I felt teleports coming in? Like it was inside the building or?
No, it was outside the building.
Oh, okay, good.
This thing. What did you roll?
22.
20? You have no idea what this is. It's magic though. That's all you can tell. It's a magical metal. But you don't know what it does.
Can I make a knowledge or damage check?
Okay, roll it. Sakana though catches all of you staring at his knife. It's not that. Yeah, you got nothing. 2. He catches the old thing into his
Nice
knife.
spelling
This
of
is
my
what I
name.
just got. I thought it was nice.
Oh, it is. What's it made out of? Never saw anything like that come out of the mouth.
Oh, I have absolutely no idea. And that's why I got it.
Oh. Well, when you find out, tell me.
Oh, I happily will. No problem. Well, you see, I was going to go to sleep now.
Yeah, sounds reasonable to me too.
So,
Alright, when everyone else leaves, I stay.
yes, Koga?
Before, when you teleported, you said you teleported in, right?
I tap his shoulder as I walk off to bed.
Yeah, I teleported past the front gates and then walked in.
So you walked in through the front door.
Yes, I walked in through the front door.
Alright. Never mind then. Good night, sir.
Well, Kilgar, stop. He turns and looks outside at it through his fancy windows. I have a question, Kilgar. It's gonna sound weird, but you're a man of many talents, right?
Yes.
And you have various capabilities and all these various powers. And what do you do with? Why did you choose to join the Residents?
It's a personal story.
That's a personal story. Okay, you tell me a personal story that you've yet to tell the game. Gotcha.
Well, I was gonna tell you at some time.
When I conclude the game and we're walking, you tell me that story.
Okay.
Regardless, you tell me your personal story. Interesting. You have many talents. How good are you at disguises?
At disguises. I have very little skill.
Okay. Okay, theoretical situation. Say you have the capability to be anyone, to disguise yourself as anyone. What would you do? How would you use it? You CEOs. And he's polishing the dagger as he does such. As he talks to you, while not really facing you at all.
I do not know what to say.
You don't say anything? Or?
I say I don't know what to say.
Don't worry about that. It was just curiosity. Very well then, Kilgus. I wish you a good night.
Good night, sir.
Thank you. And you leave now? You leave? And as you're leaving, Connor puts the dagger in a nice sheath, locks it up, says, and I hope everybody rests well for tomorrow. And closes the door behind you.
Wait, isn't tomorrow a day off?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be well rested for your day off.
Well, well rested is kind of shout for tonight.
Okay.
Zari will respect your
Hey,
privacy and go outside and continue.
Would you rather have a false alarm or be dead?
She wouldn't
Dead.
die. She never dies.
She hasn't
What do you
died
think?
once yet.
That's what you think.
Hey, Amberclash, how's that going?
Feels great. Never felt better.
I've always wondered how death feels like.
The afterlife is
feel that.
awesome.
Anyway,
Oh wait, Bane never
the
died.
next day, side note,
I
DM
died,
speaking
though.
now. Today's the day of personal actions.
What?
And various other aspects. Oh wait, Anthony. I have to get something. I have to deal with you quickly.
Me? Okay.
Yeah,
Outside?
Let's go.
private.
No. You're gonna be here. You go back to sleep. You only have 4 hours left, right?
Yes.
Wait, 4 hours on what?
You only, technically,
sleep.
you only have 4 hours of sleep effectively left. That you should get some sleep in.
Don't clerics just need to,
Pray for spell spray.
For
I'm
an
guessing he
hour,
gets
right?
tired. Doesn't people need to sleep too, Amberclash?
Doesn't
I don't know.
need sleep?
People need to.
I am human. A character, at least.
Granted, he doesn't have to wake up early in the morning and work out with his best friend. You know. You ditched me forever.
what?
You ditched me for a woman.
What?
I see how it is. I see how it
You
is, bro.
ditched him
I
for
was-
cooties?
I was like too tired and I was like too
Sure.
late.
Don't worry about it. I fixed my car with science, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, you wake up. Oh, in fact, and Scott, you're not sure if you're awake. You're staring. You're. In fact, you find yourself back in that not throne room, back in that courtroom. The figures are looking at you. You're innocent. The woman in white speaks. You still can't see her eyes. You're completely innocent. He's guilty though. You have to fix it. He's guilty, and you have to purge the evil. You find yourself standing in a dark. You find yourself standing in a dark alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking around. In your hand is crackling white positive energy, and to the point which white energy, not white energy, sorry, positive energy. But positive energy doesn't behave normally like this. You're looking around, and then all of a sudden you see something, and you charge off into the darkness. You find yourself within the shack. The little gnome guy is completely asleep on his bed. You march all the way down to both undead in the room. Look around. There are circle of two men still there. Everything's fine. Look at your view zooms and pans and looks around and holds up a bunch of bottles. All of a sudden, there are two undead still there. All of a sudden, you overreact and slam the fist of positive energy into the ground. The energy reverberates within the attunement circle and shoots outwards. There's a loud explosion of noise. All of a sudden, you hear the gnome's voice going, "What's going on? What's going on?" And you're standing in an empty room. The gnome runs down there, looks at you, and the Swerve looks down and looks at you. Who are you? Then all of a sudden you hear a voice call from behind you. Lounging right up against the wall is Artemis.
Okay.
His weapon.
Okay.
He's no weapon drawn. He looks straight at you, Ansgar, and says, "Yeah, Ansgar. Who are you?" You wake up.
This is intense. Okay.
You're back in your bed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, go like that. Just so giddy with excitement. Okay, well, I'm more or less. I wake up out of bed, and I'm out of bed. I'm like freaking out and trying to understand how to.
Looking around, no, you're not in that little shack. You did not kill just explode a net and eliminate everything else in there. And there's no Artemis staring at you because Artemis isn't in Roland. Isn't in the city. He told everybody he left. And this little Swerfneblin isn't freaking out. But whatever the case, you realize the Swerfneblin didn't recognize you.
Who?
The Swerfneblin, the little gnome guy?
The gnome guy, yeah.
Screamed at you. He did not recognize who you were.
He did or didn't?
Did not. He
Did
said,
not.
Who are you?
You are you. Who else would you
But didn't I just meet him so he would have recognized
No,
me?
he would have, but he didn't.
Okay.
You all wake up, you all have breakfast, going around. What would you all like to do on this fine day? Starting this way. Yeah, I know. Do it again.
Yeah, prepare spells first. Yeah, go ahead and look for a dueling cane.
Okay.
I'm skipping after him. But first I'm checking the board to see if there's anything interesting.
No, there's no missions.
No missions? I'm skipping after him.
Okay.
I'd buy my shit.
What are you gonna buy?
Feces.
He
said
Alright, so, you said I can give like specifications to
If
people.
of objects that you want created.
Alright.
Okay, you're gonna go look to make the stuff you want to look for.
Okay.
What do you want to make? I'm just curious.
Novice Shadow Hand of Shadow John.
Okay, next one.
Scout's Headband.
Okay, next one. You have a list. We're gonna hold off on your shopping and your
Okay.
extracurricular activities.
Okay.
What do you want to do, Amberclash?
I'm going to buy the items specified here.
He has an Excel spreadsheet.
And a calculator.
Yeah.
Way to Amberclash.
Handkerchief. You want a fancy handkerchief?
Yeah, I paid a whole silver piece for it. It's like a day's wages.
Okay, an artificer's monocle, I'm guessing the ability to identify magical properties of objects
Yeah, without wasting. Basically,
without wasting the identify spell component for pearls.
Yeah, basically, just lets me detect magic for it.
Is this now experience cost or?
I just sort of combined experience and gold into the total budget. So,
Do you want to burn this off of experience or gold?
I'd rather burn it off XP first.
Burning all of this off XP.
Well, not all of it. I mean, like burning it off of XP. Then when XP reaches 0, then burning it off gold.
How much XP do you have?
8,800.
Burn all of it off XP and then burn off 200 gold for all the labor.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, wait a sec. Those are scrolls, right?
They're the cost of borrowing a spell book and copying from it is included in there.
Those are going to be gold costs individually.
All of them,
All these scrolls are gold costs.
they aren't scrolls.
Sorry, scrolls are copying spell books. Gold cost. That's not
Okay,
XP.
that's going to be okay. I'm going to change what I'm going to buy then. Bocop's Blessed Books exist in your game, don't they?
Huh?
Bocop's Blessed Books.
Gold Cup doesn't exist in my game.
Do Blessed Books exist?
Sure.
What's the other magic name again? It begins with an A, doesn't it?
Anki. Yeah, technically it's pronounced with an A. It's E-N-K-I.
Right.
Ansgar, what are you doing? I love your notes. I literally just read, I died. Oversoul!
Yes. So I do a few things. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is you mentioned that Artemis, he's not back yet, though, right? Well, I checked his room to see if he's back.
Artemis is there, sleeping.
I think you need to rebudget.
Artemis is sleeping.
I leave a note by his bedside.
Okay, you walk over, you lean over with your note. You're about to leave, and all of a sudden, the sheets shoot open. Artemis reaches out from his ring, materializes a semi-solid silver blade that practically comes right next to your neck, and you realize he's holding a scythe.
I was just gonna give you a note, man.
Really? You were gonna give me a note.
Yeah.
He holds the note, looks at it, spins his hand around. The scythe vanishes, becomes a dagger, and he stabs the note.
Good lord.
And then all of a sudden, the dagger seems to shake a little bit, and then the metal turns into some sort of semi-solid and grabs it and it completely envelops it. In case you're trying to kill me with an exploding rune. Come on, I'm not stupid. Now, what do you want, Onscard?
I'm here to talk.
What?
We have business.
Do we?
Yes.
Oh, what would a high and mighty and tiring member such as yourself request of a humble CL man?
Do you remember one day? Remember 2 nights ago when I was coming back from the Empire in a distressed state, and you were by the gates, and
Yeah.
you said a few things to me.
Yeah.
And I wonder, how did you know where I was, and who are you?
I didn't know where you were, and I'm Artemis. I'm Artemis Woodstalker. I kill people for a living, but then again, so do you. You smelled of blood that night. And I can tell the scent of blood. I'm a seasoned veteran, you know.
Do you know anything about bringing back the dead?
Hold on. That was good. Oh my god,
Sir,
you
Artemis
have a
is-
serious expression on your face. Why do you ask me that? Dude, it looks like I know magic. No, I'm a fighter, man.
Sir,
I kill
Artemis is
people
too
with sharp
stupid
pointy
to know
objects.
magic.
Oh, aside from this, look. You see these rings? These are magic. That armor right there, you just that's magic. But none of this stuff can bring back the dead. I beat things with sharp pointy objects, sometimes blunt objects.
You answered my questions, thank you. And I leave.
Okay then. Very well, then, Onscard, I'll be sending you my bill for wasting my time. He grabs the sheets and just pulls them over and goes back to sleep.
Sir Artemis is the great.
Torchman, what do you want to do?
I guess I've got a couple of things.
Kick
Okay,
his
go.
ass.
Given full report to Cinder,
Yeah.
even mentioning that I made a mistake of handing over the sword piece to this guy's next
No,
man.
no,
So.
Torchman,
What?
I'm not going to talk to
saved
you.
my
Hey,
For
come
what?
on, you're a good man. And with the way Sorella had regaled me with tales that everybody else had shared, and I was aware of the situation with Echo. And I will dock a slight portion of her pay.
She tried to stab Bing.
That's word. I'm not going to kick her out of the Empyrean. She has an oversword. Don't want to lose that. And she's relatively mercurial, and she has yet to fully grasp what it means to be a mercenary. Granted, she's how old? 40? In Elven years, that's 7.
This isn't a child's job.
This isn't a child's job, but she's under a very... It's a very fragile situation.
No doubt you know what you're doing, but I don't like having to work alongside this person who could stab me at the moment.
I understand, don't worry. I'll have a word with Echo first.
pretty good.
Poison.
But don't worry about docking your pay. You're good, Secunda. I'm sorry, you're good, Torchman. You're good. Anything else you'd like to know?
That'll do, Dwarf.
Not particularly.
Very well then. Please have a good day, Torchman.
You too.
Now, going back around with whatever everybody wanted to do, legitimately. You're going out to get a dueling king. I'm guessing you're meeting up with Torchman downstairs
Yes.
while you're all
And
getting ready?
She's following me.
Yep. You all go out to look for a dueling king. Speaking of which, by the way, as you're leaving the seal, people come back. Okay, we think we found one. And they hold open a club.
That's what you're looking for, right, sir?
Very, very close, but not quite what you're looking for.
Do you want me to use you as a pill when I get back?
He grabs the club and begins walking away.
I
No!
told you it wasn't a dueling cane. Why'd you do that?
You don't need to be so. I'm
Mamma
kind to these
mia.
young people. They do try.
As you were saying that,
I'm level 2.
Artemis walks out. He appears to have his silver hair is practically in the style of his bed head. Walks
Sir
out,
Artemis is the
cracks his
greatest.
neck a little. Oh, that felt really good. And cracks his neck a little bit, and says, "Miss Talk, you're looking for a weird weapon.
That I am.
What is it? I'm good with weapons."
It's a dueling cane.
Oh, like this. He puts his hand out. The ring, the demon, morphs off of his the ring morphs off of his finger and forms what appears to be a walking cane.
Exactly.
What's so hard about? Oh, sorry. Some of my people don't know what weapons truly are. He spins it around. Takes
Artemis
several
is the
jabs.
best.
He's relatively graceful for a man who looks like he's mostly made of muscle.
It's not even.
Relatively graceful, and then dematerializes it. Okay, you're looking for dueling cane. Third circle. I'm talking from the outside. There is the rumor of a man who specializes in making exotic weapons and the crafting of it, as well as the dealings of it. He's sponsored by one of
Now
the
for a word from our
merchant
sponsors.
princes who specializes in rare metals and other mysterious objects. Maybe if you're lucky, you can find something of value there.
Alright, sounds good to me. Thank you very
Sir
much.
Artemis is the
Yeah, I'm guessing
smartest,
so.
and he helps everyone.
He's the
Third
best
circle, right?
person.
Make a gather information check.
He's the idol of all the sea.
I help
You all can
He's
help.
the
Third
best.
circle for exotic weapons.
You want to be like him.
Yeah.
I wish I was. But if I was him, then I wouldn't be able to idolize him.
Is 24.
You can always idolize
What?
yourself.
What about it?
You can deify yourself.
5.
Oh,
3 plus 0 is 3.
oh,
2
you
plus
don't
0 is 3.
3 plus 0 is
Does
3,
that mean for
guys.
one Zara is
So it's
in
like,
the lead?
oh, wait.
Good
Um,
lord.
I think that'd be 4.
No. It's effectively you walk up to people and ask them. You two walk up, heavily armored and bare to the bone. Your armor is
Oh,
attached.
that's a man thing. I want to try to use that Corinthus to see if I could pull that armor off myself and begin to put it on.
Chris like, I can't do this.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that armor's not magic. You gotta
I
get
feel
magic.
so
Then you can summon it whenever you want.
The armor is magic.
So,
You gotta get magic
just
to
don't get it.
jump on top of you and
Yes.
fully fasten itself properly.
Exact as before.
And I really hope
only
you
I
get
had
the,
do
to
more
fully
math.
fasten on you properly, because from what I sense, I think if it came on you in reverse, the spikes might just jab through your pudgy dwarven flesh.
I'm a dwarf, not afraid of
Pudgy.
It's not
He just
dwarf.
called you Pudgy.
You gonna take
that, bro?
You're a king. You can take
He's
this.
arguing with a sword.
Kick his ass.
Stab the sword. Show him who's boss.
Finish him.
Jordan, you
This
attempt to
tries head on.
stab the sword with the dagger. The dagger shatters.
That seems wildly out of character.
Yeah.
we all have those moments.
Okay, yeah, I know. Anyway, that never happened.
Like whenever Spain's
You
come.
guys walk up to various
Out of
people with your weapons and everything, and they're
Pretty
going,
much.
I don't
Every time
really
I'm competent, I'm
no. Walk away. Then Amazai walks up to the same man, asks really kindly, acts like a little girl who's flirting with him. He flirts avidly back. He's kind of
Oh, yeah.
overly excited
That was
about
me
it.
19 with a charisma score of 19.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh, and then there's an old man, some sort of weapon shop right over. Actually walk down the street, take a right. You're looking for. It's a wooden building itself.
It's
Not sure
called
what the
my
name is, but there is the symbol of 3 curved swords on it. Not sure that they don't look like the same thing. But he hardly gets any patrons because no one knows what the hell he's selling really. Those weapons are way too curved to be used properly by the average person. But whatever. Anyway, by any chance, are you doing anything like tonight?
Why nothing at all?
Oh, yeah.
I may be back down the street though.
Huh?
I may be back down the street though.
If that's the case,
Oh,
by any
yeah.
chance, we should have some dinner.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just be lounging about.
Oh, yeah.
He catches a case of
I'll be
boots
lounging
off
about.
and just continues
Choking a
walking.
turkey.
Sorry, comes back.
Sorry, comes back.
The food.
I don't know how
Yes.
you do it.
Turkey,
Chicken.
chicken,
I don't know why people, giving us such a wide berth, making them tired, Can't they tell, it's important business for them?
You hear someone call off in the background, it's the spikes! I'm just Okay, you guys walk down you guys run through the third circle and find the shop. Going to you two. What do you two want now from me?
all that made me do was make me do more math.
Alright,
D&D shouldn't be
can
this
I get
math-y.
that shadow hands?
We'll just do that.
So there's a 50-foot range, standard action, I think teleport?
Teleport?
Is this
Well,
shadow jump you're talking about?
Yeah.
So you're trying to get one of those, I just read about them today actually. Tell me with battle items it gives you,
Basically.
up to level 3. It could give you more than just shadow jump, couldn't it? Just only one thing at a time?
I just have like a novice shadow hands of shadow
You
jump.
wanted to buy a dragon skill cloak, I'm still not getting over that. Anyway, novice shadow.
Shadow jump.
Oh, it's just a teleportation for 50 feet.
So,
Yeah.
as I think you guys would
But
prefer,
it
I
can
got
be
this
effectively
message
used
card
once per
thing,
encounter.
my letter lesson.
Done. That's very easily done. It's gonna cost you, ironically enough, you go to the mid-shire, ask for that specific item, and they're like, we actually have that.
Well,
We actually.
he's
Most
mostly
of the
we're
time,
willing
people
to
come in
sell it
asking
to
for
you
things.
for a legitimate gold.
As
With
opposed
Jimmy
to.
Points which you have to make things crafted like that.
Right,
Well,
yeah,
anyway.
sure.
So it'll be around 3,900.
I want to know what's going on.
Not the price that you know of.
Thing in the lake
What do you
that
do,
we
Phil?
face.
I'll
So,
buy it.
You
I
just
don't
buy
know
it for
what it's worth right
3,900?
now or who
Yeah.
made a deal with.
Okay.
But-
Good man. Didn't haggle, didn't argue with the price established, and just bought it.
I don't think I
Okay,
can swim.
deduct 3,900 gold. You
You
will
want
have
to
the
avoid
gloves of
that.
Shadow Jump.
So- I
Also,
wouldn't do that either.
can I look around for someone to craft? Well, can
Can we craft?
Yes.
You're asking if you can craft a headband that does all these things?
yeah,
Okay, tell me everything you want for
just
me to
scouts
try.
headband.
Communication
Huh?
skill in that the necromancer gave you.
Oh, though that thing that allows
Oh,
you to
so
see
that-
things
Yeah.
and people.
We've got
How much
see
magic you're
if
willing
things
to
still
invest
exist
into this
or
thing?
not.
What?
I'll look
How
at,
much
you know,
power do you
paying
want?
the,
How many times do
how
you
much
want
XP?
XP?
for their treasury that
Charges.
He did
I have
give a
7.
consular recommendation.
Oh, did he?
I'll invest
Nevertheless,
5,000. 5,000.
he didn't even give us. the number of
5,000
votes.
charges?
No,
Yes,
5,000 XP.
5,000
They don't know what
charges.
XP is.
Charges.
Metagaming, they don't know
I
what
wasn't
XP is.
Okay,
sure,
5,000
so
charges.
A lot of them were.
Well, yeah, that doesn't make more.
Um,
It just means that now that one is in 2 halves.
How much would 5 charges?
I didn't even estimate how many were in each skeleton, so they're not having
5 charges.
Really, you should have given us more
5 times
skeletons.
a day, ability to utilize this awesome thing.
He holds up the custom magic items rules.
Well, you're not using
Huh?
Darren's logic
Never mind.
there. Cut a gold coin and soon you've got 2 gold coins.
And that's all I'm gonna buy.
At least
for now.
down the
With all these
lower
effects, it's going to cost you some extra.
It is more convenient to carry around.
That's why I
huge
chose
bags of
it.
silver.
Very versatile.
Okay, it's going to cost you just for all the work. It's going to cost you 1,800 gold just for the work itself.
Right.
Experience point wise, it's going to cost you 8,000.
1,000? I don't have 8,000. That's 7,000.
Well, I do have different
I'll give you a
which,
bonus just because you came here earlier if you deduct it completely 0.
If you turn it upside down.
Just because you came here before Amberclash.
You turn your
So you
back
finally
upside
beat
down.
Amberclash. So Amberclash, what do you want?
The items specified here, and I separated out the costs of the thing, and it's pretty much the same.
Everyone.
No.
How can you possibly make D&D that mappy?
I don't know.
Well, when you have to like type out,
Are you still
You
working?
don't need
Are you
to.
it's a shopping list.
I've made D&D shopping lists before. They're simple.
They are.
You write how much you have, and you write what you want, and you subtract the amount they cost.
That's right. That's what I
A bit
did.
of extra in case you need to pay extra, and then, that's it.
It's okay, dude.
Yeah, I get this stuff.
Wow.
I guess literally,
Iceland.
I'd like to try to find a chance to talk
Iceland,
to
Black
someone who
Diamond,
really knows.
Yeah, I'm just going to give you all of that if you've
Dimensional
separated the costs.
Hand
What are
in
the
the
costs?
name, mirror image,
Um,
greater,
this column is,
Gold.
candle,
The Yeah, like gold costs for the
Spell.
yeah, for the
5
spells.
It's a very fancy handkerchief.
You know you can just use a code to add them all together.
Yes, I did.
clothes bottles,
I used
and
code.
an artificer's
I've got it.
monocle.
So how much experience points are you burning?
These are staying together. I didn't think that they can.
From the ones that cost experience, like the monocle.
So you
That's like
you have no relation to you.
all of it, and then
That's the other
gold,
one.
from which I've already subtracted 1,700.
Go
So-
talk with the dock
Okay.
workers if you want to meet someone who has relations to them.
The top of
The dock workers. They're almost
Yeah.
all the Avalon.
Dr.
Does your character have
just a
a
doctor.
like knowledge?
That's I don't want to deal
getting
with
lunch.
this.
I'm looking for someone
Yeah.
to appraise
See, I'll
my
get
flaming sword. I wonder if
Wait,
you would know.
Oh yeah,
I
Okay.
think praise that
Yeah, it's a
you
good
know
point,
what
lunch.
kind of metal it's made of.
Decent
Not
lunch.
magic type thing.
I
Oh,
can
okay.
detect magic
like
and I have a
a
couple ranks in the
Let's go.
phrase.
Oh,
She can't really tell you what that thing.
I can't tell you anything useful.
okay. So
Okay.
I have a few things I want to do.
Go for it.
Check
Alright,
that. Make sure you-
Well, while I'm still in an Empyrean,
Yeah.
does Empyrean have a library?
No.
All
No.
I have is detect
Okay.
magic.
What
Which
else
for
is
some
that?
reason
Okay. I want to buy some generic things, and I wonder if you could just throw some numbers.
Okay.
Rope.
Well, perhaps you can help me find some.
A gold.
Okay.
50 foot.
50 foot, sure. And just and 3 glass bottles, just like go
Whichever
put
one
like
happens.
stuff in.
Warlocks don't have actual.
Literally, you can buy all 3 glass bottles for gold. I'm just
Okay,
gonna give you
fine.
basic gold costs.
Okay. And
You have so much money.
well, I mean, I guess
apparently the same.
I don't.
Did you add 5,000?
That was actually.
6,906.
That's it.
That worked. Good. Okay. Next thing is I would like to go to some guy who can appraise my sword, preferably a wizard who knows about magic and stuff.
I'll hold you on that.
Wait, I have another thing as well, but I was thinking of talking about it anyway. I would like to, since there's no library, I'd like to find some place where I can buy either magical books or books about undead.
You can buy all of that at a mage tower.
Okay, I'll wait till I get to the mage then.
Okay. We're just gonna, since I'm just gonna wrap up things fast.
Right.
You're at the mage tower. You just see Bane Amberclash make some requests, get some various items, Kilgar with them, does the same
I
thing,
don't know if
Um,
the ones there would act.
and they leave. The mage asks, "Yes, Monsieur, how can I assist you?"
Hello, good day. I have acquired a sword of magical properties, and I would like to know its value. I was wondering if I slip you some gold, you could tell me if it's worth.
Demons.
That's weird.
It's,
And then
10 gold can perhaps be a proper appraisal for a magical object.
8.
I guess it's just a simple identification.
Very well, 8 gold.
You give him 8 gold, he whips out a monocle, looks at the blade. It's a flaming sword. It's a flaming long sword.
How much is it worth though?
300? 100 on the black market?
Thank you for your
It's
service.
really simple enchantment. You set a sword on fire. You know, I know people who can do this without any magic. They dip it into oil and light it on fire.
Code, pretty much. So these knots.
But yeah, that's all. Would you like us to buy the sword?
For 300?
We'll give you
Too
325.
loud again.
I like that.
Yes.
Hey, can I talk to you real quick?
You're... I know you. Yes, we can talk.
There goes Jib. God.
Mage, because I am in the mage tower.
I do live in last night.
I am in need of a
Can't
books
remember that.
of necromancy.
Oh my God.
Would
looks
you
like-
happen to know anywhere I could get?
A
He hasn't.
book
He's
of...
Necromancy.
Why would a brother such as yourself be interested in the undead?
To study it. To study your enemy. Know your enemy.
To study it to know my enemy, and especially on the reincarnation of the dead, because I have had issues in my past where
You need to know how to kill undead better.
so they come back. I want to know how to keep them dead and
I've never seen that.
understand them completely in and out.
The tomes of the...
Never saw
We don't have... We have necromancy books to cast magic, but none that discuss the undead theories and the various types of undead. If that's what you're looking for, I feel as if.
So you would not have a book on reanimation?
I've never worn
We have a book to teach you how to reanimate someone, just not any details about
So how do
what happens with the what is undeath and what is death and what is all these things. Granted, you could go to a library, but libraries also don't like to carry that type of information. But I might know a place, but I have a bad memory, and sometimes I need a few gold coins to jog it.
Challenging Smiths.
How much money would it cost to jog your memory?
2 or 3 coins.
Not their
So I can get my 10 gold that I had said before.
Say I'll give him 10, then dump a bag of bones on him.
Very well, 2 gold.
You give someone 2 gold?
Yes.
He leans over and puts the card in front of you. You flip it over, and ink, it appears to be a snake biting its own tail in the shape of an infinity symbol, and this is the Pandemonium Club.
We had some known. We didn't actually have them.
And it gives a small address scrawled in, which is located near the center of the city itself, where the richest are.
Don't need to rocks, you know. Sure.
You recognize? Make a knowledge religion check.
Make a knowledge Helios check.
My sister spent almost the entire day
20
before she left chatting with
plus.
Oh, you automatically know it.
Yeah.
she found work with
The churches of Anu want to eliminate various locations where there is both a black market
Yes.
and black magic. This is a black magic black market.
So,
Illegal, wrong, terrible spells and knowledges, forbidden knowledges, and questionable knowledges.
Black market / black what?
It's a black magic black market.
Whoa.
And this is located in the Church of Anu?
Oh, no. The Church of Anu wants to eliminate this thing.
Oh, yeah.
They know it exists, and they know supposedly they believe it's huge.
And it's called the Pandemonium Club, and it's center of the city. Okay.
It's located in one of the houses at the center of the city. Simple as that.
I got myself a nice lunch and being tired.
I thank the mage and I
Walk away. You walk away.
You know, one of the great kingdoms got flooded with magma because they're trying to pump it up to the surface.
Well, I mean, for the actual
I would never do with magma. It's never something we did in Black Mountain. We were too sensible for that.
There are ways to do that.
Huh?
Usually at these levels, you don't have much flight, but
What?
I'd recommend saving up for this
Hold
item.
on, please. I need to check something.
Well, I never saw Digitalis do anything greater than a handful of metal spikes.
You guys go to a shabby-looking establishment, which it has the symbol of 3 curved blades on over it. One of which appears to be that of that's some sort of scimitar. The other one appears to be a katana, and another one you're just not really sure what the hell that really is.
No idea?
No idea. It's some big, obnoxiously curved weapon that looks it's almost a complete circle. You're not sure what that's supposed to be. If anything, though, the handle which resembles that of a whip.
Oh, I know kind of what the net is.
Now look at it. You walk in.
Oh.
As you walk in, there is an old elven man sitting on what appears to be the top of an anvil, lounging around. He appears to be smoking smoking some sort of pipe. He blows out the smoke. He's cleanly shaven. His hair's now gone pure white. It's shortly cut and closely cropped. And smoking a pipe in one hand, holding some sort of cane in the other. Yes, how can I assist you? He looks around. Where are you? Oh, okay, there you are. How can I assist you? What can I do for you, good friends?
I was told you might be able to help me acquire
Steal things.
Yes.
But it's just
This is a dueling cane. I can help you acquire one.
Zara is still just laughing at the idea that he
Stealing
possibly
doesn't
missed the 3 of us.
I'm looking around and wondering about the various curved swords. And thinking about how I could acquire these techniques and use them when I'm making my own weapons in the future.
Wait, what?
I'm just looking around the shop for various curved weapons.
Okay. It's not just curved weapons. He has exotic weapons from all over the place. He has detailed. You discover that the object, that weird curved blade that no one could identify, it's a sword whip. He has them on for sale. He has all these exotic weapons. He has great swords. His swords that are bigger than great swords. He has various curved blades, sharpshooters, katana, scimitars. He has detailed cavalry sabers. But meanwhile, while you're looking around at all the beautiful stuff that he has a really vast collection of weapons hanging on all the walls and prices stretched out. He says, "Do you want a cane? A dual cane like this one?"
Yeah, kind of.
Sword chuck.
Because I have all kinds of
Okay.
small, tiny little items.
One of my sword chucks.
Yes.
You have a rapier, don't you?
Yes.
How good are you with that thing?
Pretty good.
I'm amazing.
He puts the pipe on top of you, flips open the cane. You know, it takes a certain kind of person to wield one of these. I hope you're aware of that. How about you show me if you could utilize that rapier properly? And then maybe, perhaps, you're the type of individual who can utilize a cane such as this, a fine weapon such as this.
Okay.
Alright.
You draw your blade,
Yeah, I draw my
and
blade.
please, hold nothing back. I'd be insulted if you did.
And, I take my best chance.
We're gonna make, sorry, I'm gonna ask you to roll again. You're gonna make a total of 3 rolls. You have to be 2 out of 3.
Okay.
It's a post rolls. He gets a bonus, you get a bonus. You have it, since you're only single wielding, add a 2 to that. So you have +9 effectively.
I two-hand my dagger.
Yeah, no. You thrust at, he
My knife
bats,
is really hard.
you thrust at him, he bats the blade away, spins around, slams the cane back,
Well, that's
but
gonna
on
hurt.
its, what is the word? The thing that makes contact with the ground of the cane.
It's gonna
On its
hurt.
the butt of the cane. He slams the butt of the
That
cane
thing.
square in your nose. You hear cracking. Towards when you turn around to see the strike being executed.
Bartholomew has a broken
He
nose.
moved with lightning reflexes. Clearly
That's
very
gonna
strikes
sting.
back. Square in the nose. He takes 3 steps back as the cane up in position. Is that all?
Be careful with my friend, though.
Don't worry, I won't break your friend. I know how to fight. Is that all? Or are you that determined to get a dueling? Nope. You come at him. You thrust. He parries. You immediately feint him out and strike at another angle, hitting his shoulder. Ow! I'm an old man. I'm brittle. I hope you are aware of that, good sir.
Nicely done, Bartholomew. Hold nothing back. He'd be insulted.
Ah. Ah.
Sorry.
One more time.
Ah.
That's a tie.
Oh.
You thrust down. He
Daggers
thrusts
stab
back.
into each other.
You guys attack several times, and you're stuck in a deadlock.
That is.
And you draw back, and then you both charge at each other again.
That's
Yeah.
Ooh, got it.
You both charge back. The old man slips over a straight pommel of some sort, falls over. The cane goes wild, shoots straight at you. You flick it away, and as you're doing such, your anchor snaps.
Oops.
But the cane still goes and falls on the ground. Someone help him a little bit.
I guess that's why
Please.
he needs a new weapon.
Thank you.
How convenient.
Oh, he looks at your blade,
Oh,
the rapier. Ooh,
Ooh.
well, that's gonna hurt.
Oh,
Well
that's
then.
gonna hurt.
it
I
would
just said-
appear you're out of a weapon.
I can fix it, no problem.
It doesn't really.
Alright.
So I got this again.
Okay. They all just run various things and buying stuff around town. So just let me know when you get an idea of what you want to buy.
That's something I've already bought.
Well, anything that you can afford. Oh wait, anything that you can bribe, insult, attack,
Threaten, steal.
threaten,
Kill.
steal, summon.
Generally afford.
Forward is a very loose term. Anyway, I'm kind of sorry for you. He walks over to the game,
Sorry for myself.
picks it up. You see, now this thing isn't really magic at all. It's a simple wooden cane enchanted several times over with iron wood. It technically should be made out of wood, but I also found this resin material that I decided to imbue it with. So technically, this thing is a special weapon, and it's really strong and almost virtually unbreakable. It can even take adamantine, and both weapons seem completely unmarred by it.
That Snickers means you can take it a minute.
You're and Corinthus kind of snickers too. Challenge accepted.
I make sure he doesn't do anything like chop him down.
Portman, you know you won't prove this old man wrong. It's the elves! It's an elf! Damn it! He's insulting me!
He makes curved swords. He doesn't make them bright red. Look the way he does his falchions, but
He's insulting me! Let me out! Let me out!
It's in the spell component pouch.
Fireball's us!
that
Right next to the living spiders back.
It's the fireballs!
Fireball.
I make sure this sword stays in the sheath.
Yum.
Well, I guess kind of just took your rapier apart. You're welcome to have this blade. I'm not one who can forge a rapier.
What, you just give him the weapon he defeated?
Consider it done.
So you have a better one on him that he might not know that best you with?
You know, this thing is coated with a thick, syrupy substance like resin. I actually have one that crafted out of the resin. If you're willing to buy that object,
Will you give me a discount for breaking my rapier?
I can give you a pity discount. If you're willing to accept it. The material itself is rare, expensive, around 3,000 gold, just for the amount. The labor cost itself would have been around 700 or 800 gold. Yes, you can see the differences in what the material could potentially be. Pity discount probably. I'll waive the labor cost and just charge 300 for material.
3,000.
3,000, sorry. 3,000 for material. Sound good to you?
You can give it to him for half that. I'll teach you how to make better falchions. You're hammering the metal wrong. Show it to the blade.
GP clear.
Oh, I'm insulted.
No, but seriously here, just look at this. See, I can explain to you how to get rid of that sort of defect. Or rather, if you'd like, just improve on it.
I'm going to charge you 3,100 if this guy here continues to talk.
3,000 it is.
Oh yeah.
He walks to the back, comes back with a case. Oh, it turned out, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that it is a special aspect to this weapon. He opens it up and shows it to you. It's not made of wood. It looks like it's a cane made of some thick amber. Crystallized amber. It's made of some thick crystallized amber.
Clash against your armor.
May I make a
Grace?
grace check to see what it is?
Do you, if anyone has knowledge of alchemy? Oh, you can actually roll weapons.
See, I'll take alchemy in school.
Yeah, I don't ship there, I'd say.
Appraise or craft?
Craft.
Oh, okay, then that's a 20k.
I'll give you a grace check too.
17 plus 4 is 21 for grace.
10 plus 2.
You two can effectively tell what it is together. This isn't in jewelry. This is not used in jewelry. In fact, if anything, this is used primarily in weapons making. But you know what the material is. Sunder shudders at the material itself in utilizing it, because it's from foul origins, partially decomposed flesh. The resin is squeezed out of that's been heavily affected and corrupted by the effects of magic. You know what the name of this thing is? Black Mountain doesn't dabble in this. If anything, the only use that you dealt with would be closer in utilizing this thing. So it's chaotic resin. It's from necrotic cysts, heavily corrupted with magic and infused. Its hardness is comparable to that of adamantine.
Which one works?
In the long run, no one really knows. But the sword is still saying, yeah. Just having the blade itself, the weapon itself, any weapon forged out of chaotic resin has a weird capability of being significantly more lethal than average. Looks good to you?
I'll take it.
It might well be worth some money, actually. This
It's
stuff.
magically delicious.
The merchant prince provides me with the material. I just make stuff out of it.
Oh, does it?
That
Yes.
prestidigitation, it's magically delicious.
He's by the name of Al-Simid. He's a good man.
Yeah, he deals in
Good man.
chaotic resin.
Oh, I don't know what chaotic resin is. I just make it. I just use it.
You might want to find out one of these days. You might be surprised.
This guy's an
I've
armorer and
made
he doesn't know what
bones out of
chaotic
bone, and I
medicine
get to
is.
request whether or not the bone was from his family.
Bone's a bit different. It's somewhat more respectable.
You could say that. Because maybe I'll have the gall to ask out somebody one day when I'm legitimately, on my deathbed and have nothing to lose. But regardless, I hope this was what you were looking for. Can I interest any of you in sword whips?
Sword whips.
They're terrible weapons, you see. And extremely, they're terrible weapons, but they're extremely useful. Granted, you threaten everybody around you in a 10-foot radius while
Sword
whipping one out.
whips.
I'm just saying, it's a really...
They
can
look
get
almost as dangerous to their opponents as they are to the wielder. Quite impressive.
And all the wielder's friends.
Sword whips.
Assuming the wielder has any friends who are trying to use this.
Yes, I've only met one man who's successfully been able to utilize such a weapon. He's still very fellow. He's not an Ozimar though, which catches me off guard because only Ozimars have silver hair.
Wait.
But he's a silver-haired fellow, really.
Silver
down there.
hair.
Silver hair.
He can wield any of these
Oh.
effortlessly.
Sounds like Sir
You're
Artemis.
such a-
But of course, only someone of his caliber can
Yeah.
even wield a sword with such grace.
Yeah, I might. Not all that surprised
I
actually.
aspire to be just like
Actually,
him.
the show off. Never mind that.
Oh yeah, he came over here, pointed out every last weapon, asked what its name was, picked it up and wielded it perfectly, like a
Sir Artemis is
master.
a voracious glutton of knowledge.
It makes me wonder. Sometimes it doesn't seem fair that that youngins nowadays have access to all this magical capabilities where they can learn
What a twist.
weapon wielding.
What? What a twist.
I'm an arcade man.
What a
He goes back to his pipe and says, "Well then, you're welcome to leave now. I'm enjoying my smoke." I'm guessing we do such.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
You all let out.
He really does make the spell tunes rough.
As you leave. Okay, we're gonna wrap that
At least it's
entire
not
encounter up
screaming.
as your adventure for the day.
Oh, Jim, at night I'd like to return
Oh,
to that
there.
street as promised.
Okay. So, your stuff that you wanted. You got everything?
Yep.
Anything else you want?
Finish the mathy bits.
I'm poor now.
Okay, you're good for the day, Kilgra.
I test out my gloves now.
Huh?
I test out my gloves.
You're just teleporting randomly over locations.
Oh yeah. I appraise the loot I got.
That loot.
Roll an appraise.
Just let me pull up my. Here we go.
Let me see.
The two bracketed sections here are the loot.
Whatever. it's
Potion
called.
cure. You're gonna sell the potion of cure mage.
I'm not gonna sell it. I already.
5 cent pods. Okay.
Amberclash, that'd be great, so I don't have to heal you all the time. I heal other people now.
Okay, I can heal too.
2 pounds of lead. Goo filled 10 vials. You don't know what it does.
I don't know what it does. Well, not
I
yet.
want to get that checked.
Appraise, you said?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I can use the artificer's monocle.
Okay. To know what things do,
Yeah.
Undead.
the goo has a series of effects.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm gonna need to write this down.
Piercing or
It supposedly can speed. It mimicks haste spells. Mimics a haste spell, as well as it randomly increases certain aspects of people depending on the person who drinks it. Supposedly, that's what you can guess. It's very varied in what it can possibly do.
Okay.
It's like that weird Rob thing that does a bunch of things.
It's the
He was killed along with the rest.
cosmic radiation from Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Was he fighting?
Sun pellets are just sun pellets. They're alchemic.
What do they do?
They create sunlight. No, small bursts of torchlights.
Nobleman, actually.
Upon throwing in an area, it stays for a while until the sun pellet dies.
You
have to
How
be
much
hit
do
and
those
explode.
cost each?
10 gold each.
For a long time, but
They're usually commonly bought by adventurers.
Awesome.
You're gonna sell a cookie?
I'm not gonna sell the cookie inside.
A potion is a potion that cures people.
I'm aware of that.
You wanna know how much
I
it
think we
is?
have established the figure for bribing.
I mean, I already looked up the price, but sure.
No, you looked at
The
Yep.
price.
Yeah.
White mask. Okay, now the white mask you use Artificer's monocle on.
Yeah, sure.
It allows you to disguise more efficiently. Makes any disguise that you want What?
Yes,
The
go
kind of
on.
disguise that you want to create significantly better.
Go on, you're saying.
Did you predict this?
No,
No,
just
it's something
keep
else.
just keep going.
God.
It also gives you a bonus. It also gives you instant hide undead. Hide from undead. No, hide undead. It gives you the capability to hide from undead.
Wait, so what's the bonus it gives on disguise?
+6.
Okay.
You rely on
Alright, okay. Hide from undead.
The moment you activate, wear it effectively.
Okay, gotcha. So hide from undead, disguise proficiently.
Purple.
In my
What is that?
There's the purple goo.
Oh, purple orange goo.
show you.
Some more purple orange goo.
How would you like me to show
This
Well,
is just
the first
transmutated.
goo is green.
Yeah. This is transmutated medium. Medium.
Whoa.
You
Wait,
can, if you
wow.
put it on certain objects, it transforms them. You're not sure exactly what. It's majorly alchemical and
Mutation.
heavy transmutation magic.
Mutagen.
Do I know whether I can control what it
Yeah,
transmits?
if you can burn up a certain spell, you can
Sure.
automatically influence it, depending on the spell of your choice, effectively.
It's not illegal to fight in the streets here, is it?
Nothing's
There's no
illegal. There's
law.
no
Alright,
law.
just making sure.
This is an anarcho-capitalist
The axe
control.
whispers left me. I don't
You
want.
are the law.
Don't destroy your skill. We're just trying to test out your skill.
Do you want to know how much it's costing, or
Yeah.
Alright, in that case, after
Hundred-
But I think I could solve it.
120 gold.
my shield and leave that shit back in its sheath.
And the white mask, are you gonna sell it, or?
I don't think so.
Where?
You can cut your
Well, ether is ether. Mages take the stuff. It's like pot for mages.
Wait, it's like pot.
No, sorry, it's
I
like
gave him
Adderall for mages.
Or you can engage it. Both roll.
Is it bad that I gave him that my
Yes.
What's the cost on it?
That's like 30 gold for a batch.
I'll participate.
Per
Creates a
batch?
creates a cast. How much do you have? Only one. Creates a cast level by 2, but it takes a D4 of con damage. It's temporary. All of it. There's an addiction factor.
16.
I got 23.
But 2 con damage?
And Doctor's Tools gives you a permanent bonus to heal checks.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Is this all one item?
Huh?
This all one item?
No, he has all these items I need to snatch.
All the this is the loot, dude. The
Wow.
stuff that I keep going on about.
The loot.
Wait, plus 2 on healed checks?
Yeah. Gives you +2 on heal checks. It's effectively 5 gold though, the cost. You cannot
Wow.
buy constant amounts of doctors.
Ow, that's actually pretty good. Most of the time skill items are like 50.
You can't really buy a constant amount of doctor's bags and hope them to stack.
Well,
Yeah,
obviously it's like a
question.
competence bonus or something, right?
You said
I'll
the
say it's a
cane
competence
was
bonus.
an unusual one. What are its special properties?
It's effectively a
Are you gonna wear that
plus
white
2k. So add a 2 to whatever attack bonus it is and damage. It does this. No, as in you don't attack twice.
That OP.
You raise
This
this
is silly
thing.
that I just bought a hat
It gives you
disguise.
+9.
I know this mask will help me
So it's
disguise.
d6 of damage. +2 plus your
And you
dex.
hide undead.
6.
Like you're an
The
undead.
crit range is
want
same
you
as
to
right
die.
here, but for this it's currently raised automatically.
Getting that out of disguise.
19.
I'll hide from
20.
undead. And then I'll
Carry
disguise as undead if they ever see me.
Okay.
That's
So you're working that out.
Yes!
That's killing
Anyway,
business.
This is what I will do.
Okay.
You know what
make
I
it
can do?
Yeah, no, you can.
I can just.
Yeah, you're done.
You just rock it.
Okay.
I
Dan,
can
what do you want?
just
A lovely dinner.
Well, same here.
Lovely dinner.
You have a lovely dinner now after
Yes.
and Karma Charger comes in.
I can keep my TP's
He's
Let's go.
always,
Okay.
he's always watching.
You walked to the Pandemonium
Okay,
Club, I'm
so-
guessing, right? Or
Yes.
Take swing.
you walked to the Pandemonium Club.
Mhm.
Let me see.
Upon entering, walking up the stairs of the establishment, guards put their pikes in the way and say, "Card, please."
I give them the card that the guy gave me.
Wait, how much was the lead?
Huh?
How much was the lead?
You don't want the lead. It's
Well,
10 gold
okay, it's
per
10 gold
batch. Like,
per pound.
amount.
Per batch of lead.
Okay. And you give them the card. They look at it.
Yep.
One of their eyes glows red. Oh yeah. Yep. You're good. Welcome to the Pandemonium Club, friend.
No, heals a
Well,
different skill.
before I enter, I ask I whisper to him, if I were looking for necromantic tomes, where would I best go?
They both start laughing. Oh, trust me.
Why someone,
If you're looking
like,
for anything,
with,
you will
like,
find it, or it will find you.
And there's
They
also
both start snickering. A slit in the door opens says, yes.
because it takes way too long.
And Zari's
to,
just-
Well, I mean, I get in my card, so aren't I going in?
or, like,
Okay, no, but a slit in the door opens, yes. Who's there?
Okay, perhaps I'm not the best teacher.
I need a name, damn it.
Anscar.
The pair of eyes look at you. Please lie to me next time. You have to lie when you're here. She closes. The door opens. A smaller gnome. He looks at you. He's not a deep gnome. I think. He gives you a mask. Wear this and make a pseudonym. Use a pseudonym from now on. Okay, sir?
I don't.
Gotcha.
I think
Not a good place to be around. He gives you a simple half-a-nation mask. You put it on just to hide your identity. You feel the magical effects of that completely cloak you with no one being able to see your physical features.
Okay.
You walk it downstairs, down a hallway, downstairs, to what appears to be a restaurant-like setting with various tables and people speaking. As you do such, a pale-skinned, red-eyed woman with hair that's so blonde it looks almost white calls out to you. Excuse me, sir. You seem like a newcomer to the Pandemonium Club. Can I assist you in any way?
Yes, and I approach her closer, and I whisper in her ear because I'm very scared of this place. I would be looking for tomes. Would you happen to know where I could find some?
Oh, books.
I don't read books.
Books are
Was
for
that a dumb blonde joke?
Kind of.
Sure, you know that?
Books are for noobs.
For tomes. We have a whole collection here at the Pandemonium Club of tomes. What exactly are you after, good sir?
What do you think this?
Undead necromancy.
Alright.
Oh, we have. Her lips kind of curl at that.
I have no idea.
We have a fair collection.
He was an
Let's
inquisitor,
see.
so
Um,
might have
She leads you over
church.
to a man at one of the tables.
Mhm.
He is. He's also wearing a mask. He has also red eyes. He's
I can
also
find that out,
very. He is also
No marks on
also
him.
red eyes, wearing a very flamboyant looking suit.
Um,
It's practically sky blue. It's obnoxious practically. And he also has closely cropped blondish gold hair.
Mhm.
He looks at
Do
you.
chieftains tend to worship?
Not a name. Who did you bring to me?
to worship ourselves.
This man's interested in necromantic tomes. I thought I could help you.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Monsieur.
My guy's
Yes,
fascinating.
yes. Please have a seat.
Let's get it. That's awesome.
Name, please. So I know what to call
He was
you.
only really the manor house.
Like
and
Leroy.
Yeah.
Scattered
Like,
Leroy.
And then
Very
just
well
always
then.
a couple
Please
of
have a
months
seat.
Right.
You would expect it.
That'll be all. Thank you.
Fascinating.
She not just walks away. So let's talk business, shall we? You're interested in necromantic tomes. What do you need?
There's that were alive and there's that were
I'll be frank. I
There's that were
require
alive
to
were
bring somebody back to
carried
life.
down
Dun dun
a few miles down the road.
Okay, now when you say back to life, do you mean undead or do you mean?
I was only there for one
So-
night.
someone
Just a
who
normal, non-magical
I am not quite sure
No, it's
if this
Unless
person
mine are
is.
like-
No. As in, do you not sure if they're dead? Is that it, or do you want to bring them back to life
This way.
as in to undeath, or do you want to bring them back to life as to living flesh
I came
again?
down to help with the all the children were expected.
To living flesh.
Some things as
And to
far
make
as
things more
I'll-
complicated, this person is stuck in my mind.
You do it better.
If that helps narrow down things.
Making sure that.
So you want to?
He himself will face.
He would.
Mmm.
As far as screaming off horns, but
Mr. Leroy,
an angel.
I hope you're aware that what you request of me is borderline miracle work.
Mr. Leroy.
Give me the pseudonym. Is borderline miracle work.
Mr.
I have come here out of great need.
It's going to cost you lots of gold
She took him in, saw him healed, and by him
for you to obtain effectively
effectively
obtain what you need to.
That's.
It's a cost I'm willing to pay.
Make him difficult to have around the house.
5,000 flat, just for the materials.
I think there's our horns that frighten.
If you want, I can charge another 500 for the labor to be done for you, so everything's prepared.
Never told.
I will pay for the materials as well as the labor.
I'll take the gold up front.
It's your language, I sure.
Ooh, that hits the,
Very well.
hits the wall.
You give him the gold up front?
Yes.
Hits you right in the wall.
It's my buddy. Okay.
Now I don't consider myself
5,500 down the drain.
I'm gonna hold you off at that point.
Gotcha.
I remember something that I want to do. Alright, so do you remember that wall that I memorized because I have auto hypnosis?
Yeah.
Can I go somewhere to get that translated?
Driving him
The one that was written in open? Oh no, something that resembled
I love it
Inferno.
often.
Yeah.
Did I say Inferno? What did I say?
I have no idea.
When did you go with
Oh
me
yeah,
to the
Jib.
office?
I think it was Infernal language. It was Infernal. My notes.
I go down some green goo with the increase certain aspects option. Of course, I'm doing this from the safety of my room.
The optimal non-combat zone.
You look at yourself in the mirror. Damn, you have never looked this good before.
Oh yeah.
In fact, your mind is moving faster. Your body's moving faster. You're quick of mind, quick of body, and apparently quick of wit now. You look dashing. This is the best. No, this is the best day. This is the best day that you've ever had in your life because you actually look this good. You're normally not looking this good.
I am not.
Your jaw looks a little stronger. Your shoulders look a little wider. You look a little more muscular. A little bit more confident. You are confident. In fact, now that you think of it, you're very confident. And this blue does not complement your skin tone. You need to find new ropes.
It's also making me.
Not if there's anything wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with drugs.
Now we're gonna hold you all off on that. What did you? Okay.
I
you
want
to
to
get
translate the
translated?
writings in my brain.
First, you have to transcribe the writings in your brain.
Alright, so I'll do
That's
that.
gonna take the day.
Okay.
Quill scribing. Find someone
Kilgar's just writing.
Wait,
Okay.
dude.
What would you like to
Find
say?
someone to borrow a quill scribe.
Let's see. My goals are to possibly find a better longsword and chocolate.
Chocolate.
Aldrin, do you want to get a custom made for you?
Is there a
or-
chocolate longsword?
You want chocolate? Just get a fake ID.
Ever.
I want all
deliciousness.
I want
Sword.
chocolate.
Especially the lactose
Alright, wait, what?
Anyways,
Alright, what?
Quill scribing.
Can I like
Quills of
enchant mine
scribing
and
or
make it
something.
have awesome things? Can I make it flaming?
Depends on whether you do this work or not.
Can I make it taste like
Can you make it taste like chocolate?
Well, you did.
I
What
sold it. I sold it. I had no need for it.
Put it back.
Wait, you're seriously crying over this chick who just stole like all your money?
But I was like, what else would you ask?
Need what?
I asked like, well,
Wait, need what?
Something awesome.
no, but I didn't have needs for it, so I asked people. Anyone need a
Ask
longsword?
what?
Anyone need a flaming longsword? Like, oh no, we don't need
The
it.
chick I was about to grease.
Ask me a pencil. Actually,
That would be so creepy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, guys.
Wait, what's
If
the
I
other
remember
one?
correctly, because it's a weapon, it's
I don't remember where it is
1,000,
now.
Quill of what?
4,000. You
Quill
can get
scribing. I'm trying to search for it.
You can get effectively a +3 enchantment. You can choose to either keep it to make yourself it can hit better and do more damage, or you can burn it up to magical capabilities where you can add an element per
Okay, so-
+1.
Yeah, it's somewhere in
Could
there.
I add 2 elements and use one of those pluses to the general thing?
Yes, it's good. You're gonna ask a dude to make this for you.
Yeah.
You walk up to the best forge that you can find. You find a short-legged horse who's hanging away metal. He says, "Yes, can I help you?"
I'm
Yo,
opening it. It's
Make
taking
this
forever
sword
because it's a
awesome.
PDF.
It's gonna cost you for the labor work, my friend.
Okay.
Pay up front, please.
Labor
How
work is
much?
really a big deal in this
Is
town.
it the gold or the XP?
Huh? This is the gold. The XP is you have to go to the mage for and pay more labor work.
Okay. How much?
Just to make this a better sword. Oh, this is a good sword right off the bat. 80 gold.
Okay.
You burn up 80 gold. The man hammers at it for a fair amount of time. Finally hands you the blade. Here, Your Highness. This is a work of art now. Please use it well.
Hold on, so you're gonna
Your
need
blade's
to
now +3. Now you head over to a mage tower.
Alright.
You go to the closest mage tower you find. You see Ban Amberclash and Kilgar just walking out, the other 2 members of your terrace. Do you say anything to them?
Am I still high?
No, this is before, back in time.
Oh.
This is before you got super high. No, you just walk past. You walk into the mage tower. One of the mages called out to you, "Excuse me, miss, are you lost? Do you need me to help you find your family?" And then all of a sudden you hear the voice say, "No, because they're dead."
No. Can you make this like flamey?
The voice whispers.
I kind of just chew the voice away. I think I want fire and ice. So I can randomly recite poetry while I kill things.
Yes. You want me to... If you want a flaming longsword, I have a flaming longsword. I just bought one. The longsword doesn't look as nice as yours now. That's
I was gonna say, it's probably not stat-wise. Can you just make this one flaming? I'll take the other one too if you just want to give it away.
Oh, heavens, no, don't get you like this. Don't have flaming longswords to anyone. I'm gonna sell... This thing is for 500 gold, you know?
Oh.
Even though Armstrong
Is it
sold
bad?
it for...
Hate you.
Okay.
Just like tucks it away and walks several times. Okay, so
Stole your
you want
sword.
this sword on fire.
Yeah.
Easy. It costs you 30 gold.
Okay. Do I have ice? What
Gross.
are the things I can get other than ice and electricity?
Fire, electricity, acid,
Electricity?
sound.
I
Yes,
don't know what
Sonic.
sound sort of be like.
No, special weapons have to be made out of sound. Oh,
No, it wouldn't be to the sound.
Acid or sonic?
Make a loud noise.
yeah, you make a sonic.
Force.
Darkness.
Sound for your name.
Oh right. Do I have
Oh,
a gust
dang.
of
I don't know.
Sound does less though.
You
Oh,
D4.
was I
Sonic
doing?
damage is
It's
D4.
just a lowly
Was ice do?
7th level
Huh?
wizard.
D6s. Everything is D6 except for Sonic.
Oh my
Because
God.
Sonic, there's no resistance against it.
And ice,
Oh, wait, that's
does ice have
location.
slowing effects and does fire have burning effects?
No.
No, it's just
It's magic.
additions.
Yeah.
So I can't like hit something and make it freeze.
No, but you will do absurd amounts of damage because of it. It adds
Okay, well,
damage.
I'll go with fire and ice because I like the poem.
Okay, that's going to cost you 2,000 experience points and 30 gold for fire, 50 gold for the ice. That's
Oh,
80
I
gold
got
again.
evocation, so now I can't
Is it Robert Frost problem or is it another problem? Similar?
No, right.
Would you do that?
Ranks
That's
of
the best
views?
game in the world. I can't really make the Hollow Man into a thing.
GSLE?
Yes, it's my favorite piece of literature.
I wrote an entire paper on it and I mimicked his exact style and
It's-
created my own.
Nice.
It's beautiful. It's the most stunning
And it
piece of
ended
work.
with the cheapest lines ever.
But the Hollow Man
It's
is like
Lol, what?
beautiful. It's
What's going on?
I don't
Is
know.
that
Mr.
your
Turner,
next
he's
one?
dead to pay for
Oh.
Talking about books.
That's fancy.
Yeah, they're talking about books and being noobs.
Yeah,
I
you,
even love Heart of Darkness, which they're referring to.
I read that book. It was
I
really
also
liked
love
it.
everything.
I thought it was.
It's my favorite.
I personally prefer
In
Youth.
fact,
It's one of his
cut.
shorts.
nice.
Ready to
I
fire
step
on
it,
ice.
So, don't want to step on this.
Sorry.
I don't know what's inside. I hope it doesn't kill me.
It's just electric cord. I think my
The
computer
electric
died.
cord.
Oh, not yet.
And you go out and buy a chocolate. That only costs you a
I
gold
have a
piece. It's
question.
the finest chocolate brand housed off.
What does the world
Oh,
end?
gold piece
Five?
for a piece of chocolate. Can I go to
It's
Hershey's?
really good. This is masterwork chocolate.
Masterwork chocolate.
Plus one. It's delicious.
It's just
Ah.
you look at chocolate.
Thanks.
Uh,
What does it do?
It gives you sugar rush effects.
Does that give you a
Effective-
It
movement
takes you a
speed
standard
bonus?
action to eat this chocolate. Yes, I'm special.
Effective haste.
Huh?
The effect is haste.
No, it's not.
It's celerity.
Yeah, there you go. It's hilarity.
You're stealing time from your future while eating chocolate.
It's a, yes, I've given you celerity chocolate.
Sweet.
Celerity chocolate.
Find out how OP that is later. Yeah. You wanted to
Some celerity
sign a
chocolate.
little prayer?
Well, I don't necessarily want somebody to get someone who can deliver a message to whoever that is.
You can ask Sarah.
I already got celerity.
He's still
Like,
around.
He is.
Alright.
And in fact, you catch him and Seconder talking to each other about Seconder and how Seconder went off and fed poor. Fed poor.
Seconder's almost as nice as Sir Artemis.
And so mentions, they're saying that you found yourself a knife of some kind? Seconder's like, oh, no, not at all. I was off
People
feeding the
gossip about getting knives.
I'll go feed it before. No, sir, that's it. Could have sworn the old man said that you bought a new dagger of some kind. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Not at all.
I know what I'm talking about.
I'm asking you to approach, right? Yes. Dorothy, what would you like?
Well, I was going to ask Sorello if he had any contacts with the potential leader of the One who has, taken over Black Mountain currently. I'd like to deliver him a message, offering him peace if he'll just, give the mountain back.
I don't have contacts with Oni. I don't deal with Oni.
Right, I can understand.
I can have a message delivered.
That's what I mean.
Now the question is, do you want one of the Onis killed with the message delivered? Do you want to do this the way us merchant princes send messages, or do you want to do this just with letter?
I think that would defeat the purpose. I'm trying to offer them peace, and if they don't accept, then I'll start killing all the Onis that have to.
So I was looking at you as serious as you can. Torchman, besides, you're dealing with Oni.
Right, if they refuse, of course, I'll just, kill them left and right until they beg to be allowed to surrender.
You
That's
kill
the way the
them
dwarves
left.
do things.
I'm just gonna send you all kill them left and right then. But hey, if you want to go about this way, and okay, good. Maybe there's a chance.
This is the dwarven way. I've got to do it the dwarven way.
Black Mountain, send the leader of the Oni a message. Letter. Please detail the letter as best as you can.
Alright, there's no need for me to go through all this in the case of the letter. But basically,
You can read it. I'll have it.
alright, so. Never in the history of the world have the dwarves...
Oh, good lord.
Gosh! Do it. Go for it.
Right. Originally this is meant to be spoken to one of the people we fought for.
But-
Through a cat.
Shot.
Yeah, so never in the history of the world have the dwarves said one of Ivorheart's 7 kingdoms to an invader, and we will not start with Cognusan, Black Mountain. Now people will have their lands back no matter how long it takes to go there, I live or die. All you demons decide that matters whether you give it to us for a peace and friendship, or make us take it from you by war and slaughter. So, tell the leader this. King Torchman Fistforger, true born heir to Ivorhear the Allfather, and his son Caravan called Fistforger, asks for peace. If you return Black Mountain to us, we dwarves will not seek vengeance or recompense for those of us who died in the fighting. We will offer lasting peace and profitable trade deals as well. But if you refuse peace, or if you try to steal the sword of Ashkanter, Caravan's anvil, the statue of the heroes of Cognusan, the law tablets, or any other national treasures, we will fight and kill Onis until your master begs for peace and we get back what is ours. So which will the Onis choose? War or peace?
So it says, okay. I'll have that scribed and sent out. Free of charge. No problem.
I'm willing to pay.
Oh, it's free of charge for you. I truly do hope you get your kingdom back. And remember those who assisted you, of course.
Of course.
The acquisition of your mount. You got your weapons of awesomeness?
No, we were just doing
Okay.
the same typed in
You're
Oscar
good?
music.
There's
I need to go visit the screw again.
Okay.
So good at
So, you go up onto that street. And you look around for the boy.
The boy.
the boy.
The boy.
He's not there originally, but then after a moment of looking around,
He's getting out.
you turn a few corners and you find him. He's just sitting against the alleyway, patiently, as if he's like waiting for something.
Waiting. I'm watching.
Just going. He also looks a little tired.
A bit depressed.
You knock on the alleyway or
Tap him on the shoulder.
turn on the show. Oh my God! Okay, then. Hi,
There we
miss.
go.
It's been a while. How have you been?
Never been better.
Okay, very well then. Do you know any dining establishments you would wish to go to by any chance?
This is your street.
This guy.
This is my street. Right this way, miss. And he
Tiefling youth? Well,
He is human.
human.
He turns around, begins marching, and all of a sudden, a rock shoots out from the alleyway and slams him in the back of the head. He falls flat on the ground. knocked out. There's a figure standing in the alleyway. He's short. He's tiefling. He's wearing rags. His very skinny hand thrown out, going like that. He calls out in a whisper, "Don't go down that alleyway. Trust me, don't." My name's Wyatt. Don't go down the alley. Come on, this way. And his chest straight. You look down. Make a spot check. The alleyway leads to you right past the tent check. The alleyway leads to a series of turns, but right from the turns you can see a lot of shadows, like 2 or 3 shadows just waiting. Some you can see them talking and hands moving. I think.
I can see in the dark.
No, but you see shadows reflected, like past across the walls. Yeah, they're just talking. One of which is like holding some sort of knife. Some kind.
Sir Artemis.
Come on,
He's
miss.
sending assassins
Get
at
out of
us?
here.
Down the way he's trying to lead me.
No,
This
he's
is
trying to
why.
lead you out. Why? The little tiefling is trying to lead you out. Come on, let's just get out of here.
I want to see properly, so I send a blast of orange and green light down it.
What? What are you talking about? It's crazy. Come on, there's no point in dealing with these ruffians. Come on. They're just people. I know they've yet to hurt you technically, but they were going to hurt you.
Well, no, I just want to see properly and see the reactions to that. So I'll just blast down the alleyway, but not hitting anything.
You just right straight to the dead end wall. Boom! The shadows jump, and all of a sudden you hear some whispers, and you hear foot feet running away. Wyatt's just kind of looking at you. Oh. Okay.
Do you have anything to say, Wyatt?
Broke my plot.
As you walk up to Wyatt, you realize he's half a foot shorter than you, and he's very young. Actually, yeah, I'm looking for a man named Artemis. He said he was going to help me.
What a nice
Stockton,
guy.
he's
Artemis is the
tall,
best
he's really
guy.
strong. He said he was going to help me.
What a nice guy.
Wait, who is he looking for?
Artemis.
I'm
Oh,
working
he's the
on a
best
side
guy.
project concerning. You could say I'm working on a side project concerning the city itself. As you were looking at Wyatt, he's a short tiefling wearing practically only rags. One of his arms is literally clutched over his shoulder. It's cast in bandages, practically fastened to his cloak. So the other one's that skin of the arm that he used to fire off with pinpoint precision. His eyes are relatively large for tiefling. He does have the tiefling tinge to it, but it's not as deep and ruby as other people are. He if anything, it's relatively pinkish. He has his horns, but they're curved and they go out and then they curve back in and then sprout out again. And one of his eyes is bright blue, the other one is red. And they're wild and they're moving like zigzagging across. He's not directly looking at you at the moment. Make a spot check.
10.
For a moment, you could have sworn you saw a glint of gold in his eyes. Just appear and then vanish. By any chance, could you help me find Artemis?
I know exactly where to find him.
Awesome, miss. Can you lead me the way then?
Come along with me.
I'll be indebted.
And earthen hand moving the unconscious seed human with me.
Not considering him on the spot or anything?
No.
Once again, this is veteran. They don't care. There's no words. We're gonna adjudicate the whole exchange later. Hans Kern.
Hello.
The man calls someone. The man calls a woman to him and saunters over. He whispers in her ear, and then she leaves. She comes back after 10 minutes. Says everything's prepared, sir. The man says, Hans Kern, I thank you for the payment. Please follow this fine lass to the room that you requested, where we've organized the materials that you will require.
Oh, yeah.
You walk over, down a bunch of hallways. You realize that this building is bigger underneath than it is presented to be on top. Down a series of hallways that zigzagging and maze-like. Find yourself within. You find yourself ultimately a simple room, circular in shape. There's a single circle drawn in, candles cast about, and it's unfinished. And there's a piece of chalk line for you. The lass says, "Well, sir, I hope everything works out and you walk out alive." Turns around and walks away. Summoning circle, much like the ones that you drew before.
This world is covered in those things.
The one, it doesn't look similar to the one in the beginning where I ran away from.
Yeah, exactly. You're not sure whether or not you just, in this moment, you realize you're not sure whether or not you did this subconsciously, you requested the crafting or the reanimation of a dead part of your existence subconsciously or consciously. Really what's surfacing or whether or not these thoughts are your own. I'm going to leave you with the choice on whether or not you're going to summon right now. Unless you already think you're going to summon them, then tell me now.
Wait, do I have time to think about it?
You can think about it and tell me later.
I'll think about it and tell you later.
We're going to end the game like that. Amberclash, please add, for experience points, because it's an off time, add 2,700.
2,700, gotcha.
Phil, because this is off time, add 2,900 for also being earlier than Amberclash. Eva, for finding Wyatt and assisting your friends in all their goals and scaring off people. And dragging the guy who flirted with you, his knocked out corpse back. Add 2,900.
Corpse.
Eric, you got a dueling cane. You be a dueling master, an over-dueling master.
It's only a matter of time, Eva.
Add 2,900 as well. No, add 3,000. Tortrin, a.k.a. Matt, a.k.a. Hartman, a.k.a. I've yet to think of a fourth name for you yet. You did a lot, so add 3,500. Good job.
One thing, I'd like to have my axe identified so I can find out what it can actually do when it's swinging around.
You can get your wizard to do it.
Your
That'd be
axe
fun.
or your falchion?
It's theoretically an axe. I just make it look like a fountain.
Well, it's a morphing
It's
axe.
legitimately morphing.
Right, I know.
Want to see what it can do?
Yeah, what exactly does it?
Are you going to ask?
I'd like him to identify it or someone else to identify it pretty much.
It's just to really find the crafted axe with a powerful magical entity inside of it that can cast spells.
But I mean, it's plus what masterwork and so on.
Well,
Does
it's
it
a effectively it's a +2, but there's a capability within this. I'm just going to say everything you got. Capability in this that it grows depending on how strong you are.
Okay, so currently you build it, it's +2.
Yeah.
Can I improve it then? I'd like to make it keen for one thing.
As you attempt to, you can't. And you hear a parenthesis for saying, "Sorry, it's locked."
No, that's too bad. I could really
At one
improve
point,
the metal
though,
work here.
at one point, if you really want, I can make it obtain the magical quality that you desire,
Get a scabbard
That
of
would
keen
be
edges.
but
Much
it'll
better.
take a while.
I would like to become keen eventually.
Okay, to work on that thing.
Thank you.
Okay, take 3,000. Lizzie, take 3,000. You got your swords. You weren't using it today that much, but you got an OP sword. Get ready to kill things with it. And you got a super shot.
Masterwork chocolate.
Alright, thanks everyone for playing. And next week is spring break, so I won't be here.
Hey Jib, did the green goo actually give a stat boost, or is my character just
It
really
did.
high?
It did. It gave you charisma boost. It's evil splendor effect.
+2, I'm guessing.
+4. Well, it's +4 charisma, isn't it? It's a +2 markup. Yes.
You never gave me experience.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. You're about to make a terrible choice. Take 3,200 because of that terrible choice.
Minus?
No,
No,
plus.
Oh, okay.
You're brought in the negatives, you lose a level.
Good thing I got a lot.
Okay, that's all, folks. Thank you.
That's
Oh my god.
that's
Thank you
everything.
for being very, very, very driven.
Oh yeah. Also, how long does a trip last?
Can I have a pencil back?
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Effectively 4 hours.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
well,
until you sleep.
that's
Yo,
alright.
Jib,
Yeah.
I'll never
I'd
See you
like to
after the spring break.
Okay, yeah.
Goodbye.
It literally just